I was about to say, I definitely hear that.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to another TOPT episode. My name is Larry.
Seb!
Lawrence and Lino, and this is TOPT, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Let's go!
And other anime.
And other animes. You heard?
You could wait and say and other animes. I think that might work.
I'm gonna figure out one day.
I feel like that works.
What up, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. It's been a dope little weekend, bro. We had some fun.
Yeah, we did have some fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that fun soon.
Yeah, we got a little collab video coming out. And the hats that we're wearing are from that pop-up event that we went to. Sebastian has a One Piece hat. It says One Piece on it. And it has like the brown and the beige. And then I have mine, which is, I tried to match the shirt. It has like a little Sanji on the egghead. He has the antenna. Yeah, little Sanji one. Because I don't have anything Sanji. So I was like, yo, let me get something Sanji.
I just ordered something for Zeph, low-key, for my kitchen. Should be cool.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
All right. Anyway, what up, y'all? Lawrence just got here. Lionel's not going to be here today, but that's okay. One Piece Break Week. It's episode 214. What you doing? I hope y'all chilling with us for the rest of the day. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody that liked last week's video. Bruh, I think we almost hit like 2,000 likes. I want to hit 2,000 likes. So if we could like the video up nonstop like crazy, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. To everybody that's, tuning in, I want to say thank you for being here. To everybody that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, thank you so much for finding us and also listening to us all these years and not saying anything to us. We know you exist, so thank you. And yeah, we had a lot of comments. A lot of people were supportive of Seb during the debate regarding the Davy back fight subject. Lawrence and Lionel don't take no heat. I took all the heat for all the things that they were saying. So, you know what?
I saw some of those comments. They came at the twins,
Nah,
too.
They wasn't.
They came at the twins,
It was like, yo, twins are talking, but like, yo, F Larry, yo.
Yeah, y'all was moving goalposts, deflecting,
crazy,
and gaslighting. It was happening, bro.
Like, you know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy?
What's up?
I literally, before I even spoke, said Sebastian was right.
You did.
And I apologized to Sebastian, shook his hand. He shook too hard and hit the mic.
Did you include that in the video?
What in what video?
In the you did a short of our debate.
I don't remember.
Okay. You should have included that.
They don't care. I'm pretty sure I did include it though. It was all together.
Listen.
But anyway, people acting like I'm Maleficent, bro. Like like I'm the wicked witch of the West, bro. Like I legit apologize. Lawrence and Lionel didn't apologize.
Nah, they didn't.
They didn't say, yo, Seb, you was right.
I did say Sebastian was right. I didn't apologize though. I didn't apologize, but I did say Sebastian was right.
I was like, bruh.
It's alright.
I was like, yo, if Sebastian's right, Sebastian's right. And listen, we all get emotional, all right? Sebastian gets emotional. I get emotional. Lawrence and Lionel definitely get emotional when they yell at each other. All right, yo, it's a pod where love is love, man. Stop taking us so seriously.
Hey, I need y'all to understand, this is all brotherhood over
Yeah,
here.
bro.
You know
we just laughing, bro.
I actually have something for you, Law. You and Lionel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
See? Look at that.
Yeah, man.
We brothers.
You know what? We gonna listen. And we not gonna judge. Alright? Just for Seb and his fan base. The Sebi Schwan fan base, alright? We love y'all, bro.
I will say, I do think y'all need to, if you're gonna read those comments, understand what they trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's not all just negative energy towards y'all. They trying to say something.
They ain't saying nothing.
They like, this is part of the problem. Y'all don't. They are trying to say something.
I ain't heard nothing from them that I like.
All right, man.
All right, nothing.
All right, bro.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Lawrence and Lana don't read none of the comments, so just know. That's why Larry feels attacked.
Now we got hashtag Larmu and like it's crazy, bruh.
Oh man.
But anyway, yeah, man, it's One Piece break week, which means there's no chapter. I know there's gonna be a lot of comments asking us if Oda's doing a bi-weekly series for I think just this month coming up. We don't know. There's been no confirmation as much research as I've delved into, so I can't give you a definite answer on that. But I've noticed we haven't done many phone calls. And I know a lot of people have been pretty pissed about that. Phone calls are a huge part of our show. Super chats, we are becoming, more watched as time is going on. And the super chats come in more so than often, right? So I know it's a very big priority of ours to read every super chat that you guys send, because you don't have to send that, but it's, what I'm saying, like, we got to read it, So that happened to take a lot of time throughout the shows. And plus the chapters were just like crazy, insanely long. And we had a lot to say. So today's focus will just mostly be super chats, but it's also going to be very heavy prioritized on fan phone calls. So if you guys want to like call us up, ask us questions, give your theories to the world, you could do that. Just join the Discord, go into the top phone call waiting room. And when Sebastian sends out the randomizer that picks random people to like come up, you'll be able to do so. So I'm done talking for now. I'm pretty tired of talking.
Yeah, and I might have a solution for our phone call issue, but I'll have to talk to Larry about that off stream. But we try and get to more calls, yo. Just know. I'll say what's up to chat, and then we'll get into some super chats.
Yeah,
I see a bunch of people in here. Like Larry said, hit that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. I see Patty Melts, Misery Avenue, Teabag, D-Das, David Rep, Eep, Cyborg Frankie, Arminjul Merker. I feel like I read that so wrong.
You got it, bro.
Antonio Freeman, A. Mellows, Fluffy Bunny, Nicholas Cortez, JD Rude, Wise Life Gaming, Ciandre Williams, Special K, Project Iceman, NYC Anime Nerd, What Up Nerd, Luis M, Dr. Tudon, just so many, Bingle Bungle, so many out here. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, before you do that.
Yeah.
We are looking for YouTube mods.
Yeah.
All right. We're looking for a couple more YouTube mods. So if you are interested in becoming a YouTube mod, please hit up one of the mods, at them, and just let them know you're interested, and then join our Discord, and then try to like, you know what I'm saying? We're looking to do that. We want to add some more mods.
Yeah, maybe we should have a competition or something. We'll see. Anyway, we have a new member join as a Nakama in the world of Jag. Welcome to Nakama status. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We got another €2 from Naichulo. I hope I said that right. It says, is Elbaf a top 5 arc already? In my opinion, the best post-time skip arc. I leave my ratings for like where I rank arcs until it ends, because what if the rest of Elbaf is just trash? Like, you know what I mean? Like, odds are it won't be, but I don't like to give too early ratings or rankings like that. Like, I waited for Wano. I'm gonna wait for this one too. I waited for Egghead. It's definitely trending in that direction for me anyway. So.
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit. It's much better than Wano for me. But I also think that's because of like the expectation for Elbaf is matching what I thought compared to like what Wano's expectation was. I felt like Wano had to be like the best arc in the series,
based off the amount of buildup it took to get there. Like, bro, we heard about Kaido in Punk Hazard.
Yeah. We heard about Kaido in Thriller Bark.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Wano in general, yes. And like Wano's supposed to be top 5, in my opinion, no matter what. And so it's like if Wano's top 5, it's 5. But is Elbaf better than that so far?
Because it's crazy. Elbaf is not only living up to the expectation that we've had. Because we talk about Wano or Punk Hazard, we heard about Elbaf in Little Garden. So it's been a long time coming. We had a lot of anticipation to get here, and is living up to it. And then beyond that, look at how quickly you've gotten into the action. Yeah. I feel like with Wano, it took months. Like a year just to get to hey, we're 2 weeks away from the actual conflict. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
And then like the parallels of Wano having Odin and Roger, it's like in Elbaf we're having Emu, and Rocks.
Yeah.
And like I hate to say it because I hate disrespecting Roger in any way. He don't deserve that. But like I am way more interested in the Rocks flashback than I am of Roger's flashback.
I agree.
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
No, I agree with that. Though.
It's like
I
hate doing it.
It was fire to see Roger in Odin's flashback and the interaction with Whitebeard. Like those are peak moments. But this all feels fresh.
Yeah.
New. Like we're learning about a new character for real. Like we had so many silhouettes about Rocks. This is all new, you know?
We had so many silhouettes about Odin.
Yeah. So
there was like 6.
But that was the thing. It was his flashback. He had been silhouetted and then he got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're not having that same feeling about Loki and Harold right now. Even though it's actually happening, we're not feeling like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, and also I would say it's a different feel because, like you said, we got a lot of hype about the samurai from Wano, hyped about Odin, about the story, about he was just this great character and everything. For example, for the Giants, we didn't really get that hype about them because we kind of seen the Giant
really
Warriors.
wasn't nobody.
Exactly. It wasn't nobody. Then we're getting this. This hype with Loki and Harold, and we're seeing it though. We're seeing it in live action.
We're seeing the hype.
Exactly.
I am the hype.
Exactly. So it's like the hype about Giants wasn't there, and then out of nowhere we weren't really having much expectations about the Giants, but we just knew it was going to be. We knew Elbaf was going to be more storyboard, right? So we're getting the storyboard, and we got 2 Giants that we actually like.
Yeah.
You know, as in living up to the hype that the Giants should be at. So I think that difference between Wano and Elbaf is what's setting part of the reason why it's setting Elbaf apart from Wano, why it's better already.
Yeah.
All right. We got another 17 months at Nakama status from Jada Rude. Wait, she calls me Mister. I think you changed your name, man. It says, I applied to be a horse care tech. Any tips, Lawrence?
Don't punch it. I don't know.
So
Don't harm it.
Or no.
Yeah.
Don't let it bite you.
Okay.
And don't stand behind it to let it kick you in the face. I don't know. That's.
You think you could take a kick from a horse to the face?
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could catch the foot before it hits your face?
I think I dodge it.
But can you catch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So you're saying you would be able to dodge it, and even if you didn't dodge it, you could tank it.
I think I'll catch it.
But if he doesn't want to tank it because it's a choice, he can catch it.
I think the force coming back down, that's a lot of horse.
You
Horse weigh a
disrespect
lot.
the horses, man.
Horse weigh a lot.
We got another 2 Australian from Teabag. It says Straw Hats without Luffy versus Kid and Law. It's pirate cruise. I guess their entire cruise? Or just Kid and Law? It seems like their whole cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's like they would win?
Yeah, Zoro beats both of them. And the rest of them...
How are you saying that right now?
Zoro beats both. Like if they fought one crew and then fought the other crew.
Okay, so I'm reading this differently then.
Are
I
they
thought it
saying
was
fought the
both
crews
crews
at the same time?
together fighting the Straw Hats, no Luffy. That's how I read it. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it was, I still think Sanji could take Kid, bro.
I disagree on that, but I do agree that the Straw Hats could beat
Sanji.
I would flip
So you're saying Sanji could beat Katakuri?
Yeah.
But he can't beat Kid.
No.
See, Sebastian, this
See,
is where...
see, and then, you know what?
Sebastian, do you believe Kid beats Katakuri?
Yeah.
Yo, Marv, you got a mic.
This is where...
Right?
This is where...
We gotta ask Marv. He caught up.
This is where we
This
struggle.
why the DDT coming back.
Yo, Marv.
This is why.
You believe that Kid would lose or beat Katakuri?
No, I don't think so. No.
You think he would? You think Kid would lose?
I think Kid will lose, yeah.
Yeah?
That's fine.
Luffy had to level up the future sight.
That's all fine.
Kid is nowhere near even really having an observation.
You already know the
That's all fine.
Sebi-chan club, bro.
That's all fine.
How's he gonna get past Cat's attacks? Like that's what I want to know. Luffy had to legit.
I've said this before.
Grow to observation hockey.
I've said this before, and y'all gonna call it disrespectful. I genuinely don't believe Katakuri hits hard enough to put Kid down.
Oh my god!
But we can move on.
What pop does Kid have to put Katakuri down?
The pop that he had to send Big Mom flying and she couldn't react.
She did that by her. He did that by himself.
He needs Law to beat Katakuri?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
He cannot beat Katakuri on one-on-one.
Okay.
He can't. He just can't.
Okay.
He has nowhere near the Haki that Katakuri has.
Okay.
Observation, conquerors, fighting skill, ability. anything you name it, Katakuri beats him in every category. In just even intelligence, in combat, skill, anything you name it. The one thing for the One Piece show, when it involves in a combat or fight, Katakuri beats Kid hands down. It's not even close.
Like we saw what Shanks did, right? He saw what Kid was gonna do before he did it, and stopped it. Cat has shown that when people are about to do something, he gonna stop it.
And what I'm trying to tell y'all, and I don't want to linger on this for too long, because again, this will probably be a matchup in the DDT now. But what I'm trying to say is Shanks had the power to put Kid down instantaneously when he stopped it. I don't believe Cat has the same or anywhere near the same kind of power to end the fight with using his future sight. The way that y'all are trying to act as though Cat has. I saw that man land hundreds of attacks on Luffy.
It's crazy.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
And I also saw Kid getting rocked by Big Mom.
Yeah.
And he was not KO'd.
And one of those attacks that Big Mom used Haki. I'll wait. I'll wait for just one. Just one.
Why he sound like Cat Williams? For a second.
And the crazy thing is Sebastian says that, how we haven't seen Kid take one Haki attack in the entire show. Not one, right? But we've seen legit Luffy's Haki going against Cat's Haki, and Cat overpower Luffy's Haki. So I'm thinking, what is that going to do to Kid? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm just reasoning now. Like, what is that going to do to Kid? Because we saw him taking heavy damage from, Hawken just banging his head against the thing from his attack. He's taking a lot of damage from that. He couldn't even fight. Kid, Law had to protect him. He's taking heavy damage from that. And then, what? He got cracked from Big Mom. No a base punch, right? Kid's getting dropped, attack from that. No Haki involved. But yet, he's using Haki that's overpowering Luffy's Haki. So I'm just curious, what level of taking ability we've seen that Kid could show that the fact that you say that Cat has no pop, but he's overpowering Luffy's Haki, then where's Luffy's pop at? We saw him later.
Base Luffy?
We saw Sebastian.
Base Luffy's pop? What are you talking about? Base Luffy's pop?
Is Haki involved?
I'm asking you, base Luffy's pop?
Whatever Haki it doesn't matter. Whatever Haki we saw, that Cat overpowered. Right?
Listen.
We haven't seen Kid take any attack from anybody's Haki.
And
Luffy's a conqueror and a struggle with a opponent.
I haven't seen Cat take anything but pre-Wano Luffy attacks.
Oh my god. You put the poll up, bro?
I did. And Cat's winning it, which is
By
fine.
how much?
By a decent chunk. I will have my counter when the DDT comes back. We have another 10 from Wise Life Gaming. It says, I know the number of calls about law that horse insurance offices get is insane. Who is more likely to achieve their dream first, Ussop or Hajrudin? Hashtag Larry Joa. Hashtag not like us Lionel. Hashtag Milkman Law. Hashtag Rocks D Sebi.
It should be Ussop, because I feel like at any point he could achieve it. Like, just be brave.
Well, the thought process is both of these dreams should come to a head, like their fruition by the end of this arc, right? So if it's Usopp should become a brave warrior of the sea by the end of Elbaf, and if Hajrudin's gonna do this, it should be in this arc. I just don't know if he's gonna do it, right? At least not right now. I don't know. I haven't really thought much about the Hajrudin and what it would mean for the story for him to be the king of the giants. But I don't know.
In all honesty, I don't feel like that goal is that hard, because it's mainly just the Elbaf's mindset. That's why you have to change, right? But
Harold already did most of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, Larry's right. It should be Usopp, just like kind of like just be brave. Stop being scared of everything. You kind of. Oh, guess what? You did it.
We got another 2 from Alex Perez. It says, how long until South Park does a One Piece episode? Well, I haven't watched South Park in so long.
Is South Park still going on?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They just signed a deal with Paramount for like $1.5 billion.
Damn.
They covered all anime because they did their anime specific episode years ago.
Yeah.
I guess he's saying an episode specifically dedicated to One Piece. Like, I think they had one.
They had one for Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you can kind of say Dragon Ball, but yeah, no, not really One Piece.
Yeah.
We'll see. Another 2 from Anthony Herrera. It says, in the Gears of War universe, who is a conqueror? Marcus,
Cole, baby.
You think Cole's a conqueror?
Hell yeah, Cole's a conqueror. Are you crazy?
Man. I don't know if Cole's a conqueror.
Cole's a conqueror. Dom is not.
Dom's not a
Baird's
conqueror.
not.
Baird's not. The Carmines aren't.
The Carmines definitely aren't.
I'm gonna go Myra and Marcus for sure. I'm trying to think who else. You said Cole. You have one more?
No, you guys kind of named them too. I'm not familiar with the story. Even though me and Larry used to play it all the time, I'm not familiar with the story.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Me and Larry with the sticks, we was conquerors, bro.
Yeah.
we used to run horde crazy, man. Another
Cold train, baby.
Woo! Woo, baby, yeah! Yo, Larry was sniping.
Yo, we
Bruh.
was just talking about
We
it.
used to be on day one, tucked in that little.
Yeah, bro. It used to be fun times.
Anyway, another 5 from Black Ghost. It says, "What's up, Top? How's everyone doing today? I'm good. You too, Marv. And can you play your favorite Friday soundbite?"
By Friday the movie or the day of the week?
Day of the week, most likely.
Whatever your interpretation is. I figured it was
I
Friday.
don't have them
the
day
movie.
specific.
I thought it was based off the movie when I read it.
No, I don't. I've never heard him use a Friday.
I
Soundbite.
don't have a Friday one.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah.
You should get one. Another 5 from Ghost. It says, "Do you think Luffy's Gear 5 will have variations like 4th Gear?" I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, why not?
I think it'll all be combined into one. Like, he won't call it gears, but he could probably do a variation of it.
Yeah.
You know?
We got another 2 from Noah Velasquez. It says, "I got a fresh Kaido over Emu." I can't agree with you there, champ, personally. But
Right now, I would say yeah. I only go off the Emu hype though, which I would say Emu's above Kaido. But there's
man.
been nothing that Emu's done that proves that Kaido couldn't take him out.
Rox was in that room, and the narrator said Rox understood that there was nothing he could do.
Yeah.
It depends.
And that wasn't because of that Gunko. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't why he thought that.
So I'm gonna tell you something.
Talk to me.
All right. I saw an interesting theory by my boy Bogard on TikTok, and he got the theory from somewhere else. And the One Piece theory is that the reason why Rox didn't end up taking Emu out at that specific moment and said that he would be back is because in order to defeat Emu, you're gonna have to defeat him on the outside world, and you're gonna have to defeat him or her within the inside world. And apparently Oda said that there is a being that resembles Top Musica. So Top Musica, Luffy needed to be on the inside, and then Shanks had to be on the outside, and then they had to combine their attacks in order to hurt Top Musica overall. So they're saying that's the reason why Blackbeard most likely has the Yami Yami fruit, and the Yami Yami is supposed to take Blackbeard into Emu's abyss. Therefore, when he attacks Emu and then Luffy attacks Emu, they're able to hurt Emu, definitely. And then once they take Emu out, that's when Blackbeard becomes the lead hype man to be defeated at the end of the show. Because Blackbeard's going to overtake the throne. So Luffy's like, nah, that's not going to happen. So the reason why Rox didn't take Emu out is because he probably didn't have the Yami Yami, or he probably did, but he needed somebody with equal force to take out Emu on whatever other side he would be on, that he would not be on. And that's the theory overall.
Okay.
I hope I said that right, but that was what I
Okay.
listened to. It was actually today I saw it.
Okay. That could be true, right?
I just don't like it.
No. Even if that was the case, and you thought that this was the case,
Yeah.
how would Kaido bypass this? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't like the theory,
okay,
so I don't think it's true.
okay.
I think it's interesting.
No, it is. Like, you're saying that Rock said that because there's more to it than I just can't beat this kind of fight,
Yeah.
which I think is fair.
My idea of it was what I mentioned last episode, which is his idea of beating Emu surpasses Emu himself. I think it's more than just Emu. I don't think that Emu personally has a power that you would need to figure out in order to beat them. I think overall Haki is the end-all be-all, so therefore Haki is going to transcend any ability you may have. So if Kaido's Haki is of that tier, and Emu's happens to be close but not as strong, then Emu loses.
Okay.
I like the more simple things in One Piece compared to the more extremely complicated.
I'm gonna keep it real simple for you. Emu beating Kaido.
Yeah, I can't say no.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking like
I know Lawrence was cooking in his mind. That's why.
No, I'm just thinking because I don't know, but I just didn't notice. It's just interesting about Emu that if you just look at his physique, the little bit we see, it kind of reminds me of Luffy's. Only as in Luffy's not necessarily a big, brolic figure, right? He kind of looks like a farm kid.
But he got abs you could put meat on and it'll tenderize it.
Yeah, but when we see his torso, you see Luffy's cut, right? Yeah. But like especially pre-time skip, there's like you saw when Luffy flexed, you saw the muscle. But when normal, right? When for example, when Crocodile sucked all the water out of him, and he was like that little thing. Then when he drank the water, you see him flex, and his arm was like all the muscle was there, right? So that's probably Luffy underneath. But regular Luffy just looks like no muscle mass. But you look at Emu, he has his great conquerors ever seen from him, but he kind of looks very similar, right? So I think they're playing on something with that where I don't know exactly what Oda's doing, but like because you see of all these big guys, but Luffy's taking them out. I think it's going to be very similar with Emu. You have all these monstrous guys like the Gorosei, yet the one who's kind of leading them is this guy with like Luffy with no muscular figure at all.
Okay. Yeah. We got another 14 Zar from OPB 200. It says Mihawk and Shanks versus Prime Rayleigh and Gaban. Who wins and why? If Mihawk is what I want him to be, I'm going to go Mihawk and Shanks. But that's all. This is pure speculation. Like we don't know what Prime Rayleigh and Gaban is doing. But I want to say that it's Mihawk and Shanks. That's what I want it to be.
I think Shanks in his prime is stronger than Rayleigh and Gaban in their prime.
Yeah.
And I think Mihawk should be around Gaban.
Yeah, I could see Mihawk being around Gaban's strength.
Yeah, is he around Rayleigh's in prime? Probably not, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Mihawk tards. So.
No, that's to me. It's funny because I was actually thought about this the other day. Like, so we're talking about Mihawk's probably max strength is going to be like at Gaban's like prime.
Yeah.
Right.
I can go to Rayleigh's prime. Huh? I'm willing to go to Rayleigh's prime.
Okay, that's fine.
It should be at Rayleigh's prime.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. What it makes me laugh though is like all these people who like give Mihawk all this hype and everything. Oh, you carry a sword, you're a Mihawk victim. All this stuff like that. But if you really think about it, how you gotta react when Mihawk becomes Zoro's victim? You know what I'm saying? So like you're putting Mihawk at this stance, but for narrative right, Zoro's supposed to surpass him and beat him. So that means, are you putting Zoro there? Like, are you all these Mihawk fans? Are you saying that like you're saying he's over Roger, he's over Rock, he's over this one? Are you gonna put Luffy and Zoro above everyone else because Mihawk's supposed to lose to Zoro? Yeah. Like that's literally what the narrative of the show writes. Yeah. So he's gonna become a Zoro victim. So like for all those people, you kind of got to do that then. So no matter what, Mihawk's not gonna be literally what the greatest. Let you know what I'm saying?
We got another 2 from Reset. It says delete one of these forever. Yu Yu Hakusho, One Piece, or Rorouni Kenshin.
Rorouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
That's not an easy choice for me, man.
I will say this: out of all 3 of them, Rorouni Kenshin has the best live adaptation movies I've ever seen for anime.
I also think it has the best story. Well, not better than One Piece, but like it's a concise story that you can follow. Yu Yu Hakusho kind of tailed off towards the end. I don't think that happened with Kenshin, at least in the anime. It's tough for me, bro. Y'all said Yu Yu, I'm gonna go Kenshin.
I really like these movies though.
I like the OVA too. Like the OVA's better than Yu Yu Hakusho's OVA.
Like Kenshin's live adaptations are super replay value. They have super replay value. Yeah. Like I've watched them a couple times already.
No, the
and they're so good.
Yeah, I didn't see all of them. I saw like maybe 1 or 2.
It just works, bro. Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, the Samurai X OVA is goated.
You know they remade the anime.
I know. I'm not trying to watch it. I have no interest.
But the reason why they did it is to
he wearing like a scarf now.
Because they made it actually more of what the manga is.
You know that's cool, yo.
Yeah, I feel like you don't gotta touch some of those, bro. You don't gotta touch them.
No, I mean, I never liked Karo. Like, she could have been clipped early on,
That's mean.
and I wouldn't have cared.
You was rooting for Janae when he yoked her up.
I did not like Kara.
I've got your woman, Imura.
She was so annoying to me. If they wrote her better, then maybe. But and then there was this one filler that made me drop Rorouni Kenshin. Like, I'm done. And I had to do it with Kara and this like weird thing, and it was just like some guy was pretending he was Jesus. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Oh,
he was some swordsman of light, and then he's trying to think he could beat Kenshin, and this what made me drop it. It's when he's saying talking all this trash about himself. Karo didn't look away. He goes, "You didn't avert your eyes." And he goes, "Because I didn't want to lie to myself." I was like, you know what? I'm done.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
I remember that.
One of the best waifus is gonna be Tomoe, bro.
Tomo?
Kenshin's first girl.
Oh man, she was
Even in the
kind of wildin', bro.
Yo, even in the live adaptation,
wildin', bro.
she's fire, bro.
She was kind of wildin' though. Like what she was game planning to do. Like she was in the minute. She was with the ops. And then she was getting into the self pokies.
As a man who favors Latinas, the toxicity isn't that far off. All right, it's enjoyable to an extent.
That was a toxic woman.
She was
toxic. We got another 5 from That Ain't A. It says just finished Code Geass and it's mad dope. Who ended their series better, Code Geass or AOT? Hashtag crash out Seb is hilarious. Thank you. Larry, that's a you question because I don't think me or Lawrence have seen Code Geass.
I was gonna write something about Code Geass. I just never got the time to do it, and I lost interest. But Code Geass is one of those animes you should watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unexpectedly good.
Okay.
It just has a lot of bad writing turning points, in my opinion. I think there's like 2 writing points that happened in a show, and it forever changed the show for me. And if it didn't happen, then I probably would have really rated this show really high. And also, they be having anime yitties in it.
It's always a plus.
Always a plus.
Okay.
But there was this. It's just about like, just. I don't know how to speak on it without spoiling, bro.
Yeah, don't, because I plan on watching Code Geass one day, so don't say anything. But
I like C2. I like Colin. I like all the women in the show. They're really dope. The guys, I don't like his boy that he grew up with. He's like the White Knight, tries to do the right thing, ends up doing he ends up being a house. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, okay.
He ain't in the field. He in the house, saying I'm gonna change.
Okay.
The owner from thinking the way he think through the inside. He doing more than Garp would. I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
All right. We got another 5 from Wise Life Gaming. It says, any thoughts on recent photos Oda posted with Emu plushie being next to sharks and skeletons, as well as being at Oda's desks, drawing manga panels? I don't know if you guys have seen this or not.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, a friend of mine kept sending me pictures of it.
Yeah.
He's like in a shark's mouth, and then next to it.
Yeah.
It looked kind of like puppet, like.
So it is a plushie, like it's an emu plushie. I kind of want one, low key. If y'all are sending us stuff I'm putting the request out. Send us that. I want one.
That's wild, bro.
It's emu hard.
I really want to have an emu cosplay. I just don't.
I don't know how that works.
I would have to have somebody make it.
Just get a
but I
black
would
gown.
love to have an emu cosplay.
You gonna hold like the bounty posters?
Nah, I'd just sit here. And I'd have a voice changer too. I'm serious.
Okay. As far as what my thoughts are, our thoughts, they haven't seen it really, so I guess Lawrence saw it. I don't think it's gonna play any major role, but who knows with Oda. Right.
To me, it was like we haven't seen any sharks except for like Jinbei have much role, and I guess Arlong in the series at all. Like someone said, no, I would have had to do with like Laboon. I was like, but Laboon's a whale, like. I don't see the connection randomly with sharks. Is he gonna? I don't think he's gonna have like even an ability that's a shark wise. I don't know. I think Oda's just he's quirky. I don't know. I had to put it.
Yo, emu gonna be a fish, bro.
I've seen the sea devil theory. I like that a little bit.
Watch, bro.
We have another 5 from Minimum Wage Mink. Theory. Rhino has dragon's devil fruit, as he's always looking east from our point of view. Rarely speaks and doesn't show. # Hashtag law, please bust me open. Okay.
What?
Hashtag Larry and Seb love Swallow Island. What are we doing? This is why we need new YouTube mods right here. This is why.
This is why we're getting new YouTube mods.
This is why. Another 5 from Mikey D. Luffy. It says, who wins? Full Power Law versus Kung Fu Panda verse. Okay. Hashtag Insurance Adjuster Law. Hashtag Taking on that D. Hashtag Living like Larry.
Bruh. Take it on that D. I was just editing that video today.
Yo, did you guys see that? I guess it was posted online where someone posted a picture. If I get 100 likes, my wife will.
It was
let
a
me-
million likes. My wife will let me name my kid Luffy, and he got a million points. He got like 2 million likes. His kid's name is Luffy D. Sanchez. So good for him.
Shout out to him, bro.
Yeah.
He wildin', but take it. We got another 5 from and Lawrence. We got another 5 from D-B. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hashtag Larry Tax. Hashtag Old Man Whitebeard beats Mihawk. I don't know about all that.
That was a combo that General 30 said in the Discord.
Today?
Yeah, he asked both of us, I think.
Oh, I was driving. I was doing some stuff.
I said Old Man Whitebeard.
I got Mihawk, man. Because what are we doing if we can't win that one?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
Still Old Man Whitebeard.
He old. That's the point.
I understand this. During Marine Forward War, at that time,
Yo, Lawrence is so funny.
Do you think Mihawk could take on and beat any of the admirals?
You saying what were my thoughts then or right now?
Oh, I mean, I'm talking no.
Okay.
And Marine Forward War, the Mihawk we saw, like that, you know.
There's no different Mihawk from that time to now.
I was trying to get I was trying to get a gauge of what he was asking me, whether it was perspective.
I get you. My bad.
No, it's fine. I want to say yeah. You know what I'm saying? But again, I have.
So he beats Akainu?
No, I have high hopes.
That's who I was thinking.
I know you set him up
for Mihawk. I do.
So he doesn't beat Akainu.
No.
But we saw what Whitebeard did.
Whitebeard ain't beat Akainu.
He made him walk away.
He ain't beat him in the way that you acting like he did.
He just knocked him out.
Caught him. He caught him lacking, man. Caught him lacking, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, people get caught, you know.
And remember, that's after Whitebeard got stabbed through the chest by Squardo.
Yeah, I know. Listen. He's very susceptible to getting stabbed, apparently.
I don't know. Old man Whitebeard.
This is the world's strongest swordsman. This guy getting poked up.
Old man Whitebeard is splitting this guy. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mihawk can probably split this guy.
See how you said probably?
Yo, I prefaced my statement with what I expect of Mihawk.
Lawrence,
Not that his.
You gotta relax, yo. You remember the 1%?
Listen,
the Swebby-chan.
What I'm saying is,
there.
if Mihawk is supposed to be the world's strongest swordsman, and he's fighting Whitebeard, who's taking knees and can't compete for real, like at the highest level that he normally would be able to,
all right,
I should be able to be like, all right, Mihawk, you pulling that.
You think Mihawk? Oh, so my bad, Lawrence. You go.
No, go because I wonder if you're thinking the same thing.
No. I said I was thinking probably out of the box.
Oh.
I was saying so if Whitebeard decides to like shift the continent, and Mihawk doesn't have footing to swing that sword, what he gonna do?
I've seen Mihawk jump in the air real high and perform pretty well.
This is gonna sound super disrespectful when I say it, but I'm not trying to mean it that way. It's just like observation. You think old man Whitebeard is not getting past Vista? Because Mihawk did it. He's like, yo, this is weak.
You know they're gonna say he wasn't trying for real, bro.
I understand that.
Yeah,
I don't think old man Whitebeard needs to try though.
I don't think
Oda should have had him just beat Vista, man. we avoided so many difficult conversations.
Yo, real talk. Rock's got a sword. Vista upscale.
Anyway, we got another 18 months at Yako status from Roy Stokes, our guy. It says 18. Let's go. Here's to many more with y'all. Thank you guys for always being y'all and making this community as amazing as it is. You guys are the GOATs.
We got mad love for Roy.
Hashtag top on top. Hashtag bang bang buggy gang. And Roy backed that up with another 10 gifted memberships.
Yo, everybody say thank you to Roy, bro.
Thank you.
He truly is the supporter of the community. Thank you so much, Roy. Seriously, brother.
Yeah, man. Throw the W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
We got another 5 from Misery Avenue. How many Bajrang guns y'all think Rocks could take before he's clipped? Hashtag top. I'm gonna let Larry answer. This is his peak attack versus his peak character, man. You let us know.
All right.
Is it Infinity? What's the number?
Infinity is crazy.
I think Rocks, when he clashed with Harold, could deflect a Bajrang gun. One of them. All right?
Okay.
18 years later, when he shows up at God Valley, I think he was able to compete with Uranus, the ancient weapon. And he lost out at the end because it just was too powerful. I think he'd be able to take out like 10 Bajrang guns. Okay. I'm so serious.
You dabbed into extreme headcanon, but I'm not mad at you for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an answer to that. I don't know.
Y'all thinking I'm glazing, but I'm not.
Bro, you just said you theorized that he took on Uranus.
Yeah.
Which is, it's possible. I have my theory about what Shanks has to do versus an ancient weapon one day. So
I'm serious, bro.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't play because
he had 18 years, Lawrence. Yeah. From then.
Yeah.
No.
He was one-handing Harold. Pause. That sounded crazy. No. And he was off the ground. And Harold still couldn't push him back.
Oh, man. Bro.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Yo.
I feel you because ultimately, this is going to... And I'm not trying to, like, knock, like, what Luffy did or anything. But I will say, Kaido still let that thing punch him in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
We didn't see Kaido try to block it or defend it, how he would fare against it. Like, if he went with, like, his, I don't know, any way to defend it with his club or anything, he could have clashed evenly with it. We don't know. But he literally let it punch him in the face. So
yeah,
we'll see.
All right.
We got another 5 from Smooth Weeb. It says Luffy only won his Davy back fight because Foxy because a piece of a mirror was stuck in his afro. So a buggy like Rocks obtaining Whitebeard like that is definitely possible.
They were cheating the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know that Rocks was cheating to win his Davy back fights. Also, he's already showcased his strength, so he doesn't need to be like Buggy. He could be cheating like Foxy, but he clearly had the strength to win these fights. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And also know how, if you've clearly watched Luffy in that, this was all a game and adventure to him. Yeah. These weren't high stakes. Like, for example,
the stakes were kind of high.
No, what I mean by stakes were like, it wasn't like I'm gonna lose. Like, for example, like this is extreme, and I'm using very extreme. It wasn't Wano extreme like stakes. And Luffy, like I'm talking, he viewed it as a game. Like I'm talking about like Rocks when he's doing these table back fights. It's not gonna be as lighthearted as it was with Luffy and them. It was more of a serious matter.
I don't think so.
It was more goofy and stupid when Luffy was doing it. He was like. He's out here wearing a boxing uniform, the fro and everything. It was all a game, so Luffy was kind of just having fun.
I will say, I would kind of like that. We've always compared Rocks and Luffy at times. I would like for Rocks to have that kind of a like comedic element to him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But maybe that's just a Luffy thing. We'll see. We got another 5 gifted memberships from Roy Stokes. So if y'all take these in, throw the knockoffs up. Thank you again, Roy. Another 2 from Centrix. It says, who's the strongest person Sanji can beat end of series? I'm going to say Scopper Gaban, which I feel like is a cop-out. But, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm also talking about Prime Scopper Gaban. When I say that. Yeah, I'm talking about Prime.
I don't know.
To me, the point is for them to overpass, like, they got to surpass Roger and Rayleigh and
stuff like that. So you think it's not just going to be Luffy surpasses Roger. It's the top 3 surpassing the top 3. They're going to probably be the only ones because I don't see the rest surpassing Roger.
The arc we're getting right now is Scopper basically saying, yo, y'all not good enough to their face. Like, yo, what are y'all doing? So, yeah. Another 5 from Roberto Figueredo. It says, hey, Larry, what are your top 5 fairy tale women? And you can't include Juvia.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Hey, why wouldn't I be able to do that?
Can't do it.
Damn it. Top 5. freak. I forgot their names. I think Lucy's gonna be up there, just cause she fire.
The redheaded one.
Let me see real quick. Let me just remember their names. Fairy Tail. My bad. It's been a little bit since I watched Fairy Tail. My bad. I got it. All right. Why can't I pick Juvia? Like, that's my girl. All right, so I will say I really like Kagura. I think she alright. Minerva. Altier is top 2 for me. And then I want to say I think it's Ezra's mom. I think her name is Scarlet. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot her name. I think it's Irene. Yeah, I think it's Irene. Her name is Irene. So I would say Irene, Urza, Altier, Minerva, and then I gotta go with Lucy. I'll go with Lucy. Those are my top 5 if I'm excluding Juvia.
I don't know any of the women, but
A lot of people say Mary Jane, and she like one of the finest in the show, but I just don't find her like as fine as people be hyping because there's so many other women in Fairy Tail that be looking way better, bro.
Okay. We got another 2 from Nicholas Cortez. It says, "Yo, Marv, when we gonna get your own camera setup?"
Oh, Brandish too. Brandish be fire.
Yeah, soon, definitely.
Okay. All right. Another 5 from Jay Darude. It says, "Did anyone else notice the tattoo Shanks had on his arm looks like Whitebeard's skull? Whitebeard without the skull. Hashtag Aokiji the Forest God." I haven't noticed that. I'd have to see it.
Whitebeard without the skull.
Yeah. Like, I think it's Whitebeard's flag. I think is what you're saying.
The Jolly
Whitebeard's,
Roger?
yeah, his Jolly Roger.
Just without the
Without the
what they call it, the
skull
crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that again. I haven't noticed that. Another 2 from Pastor C. What is Rock's walkout song? I'm thinking Love Sosa.
Stone Cold.
Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Not nothing from the Rocks, like The Rock.
Mm.
Takeover. Another 27 months at Yako status from Project Iceman. Hey everyone, question for you guys. 3 to be precise. Did you see the Miles versus Deku DB?
I did. The death battle.
Death battle, okay.
I saw it.
I didn't see it.
Miles.
Don't tell me who won, because I'll actually check that out.
Miles
Okay.
Morales?
Yeah.
I'll check that out. I don't know much about what Deku can do beyond where I'm at in the story, but I'm interested. What about the slander and upscale memes? And lastly, Deku with a sword versus Mihawk on a street. Who wins? I don't know enough about what Deku can do.
The upscale memes with Mihawk and Bogart are really funny, in my opinion. Yeah. Deku with a sword, he would beat
Yeah?
Mihawk.
Is Deku like that?
He has this. I forget what the one power is, but it's the one where like he stops time and he can like charge himself up. He like does something like this, and then his movements become like instantaneous, and he could do it for like a while. But it's like to the point where like even people who can catch light with their hands, they can't react to how fast he is.
Okay.
He's probably combining that with All for One and everything.
Oh, gear shift. Everybody's saying in the chat. Yeah, he does gear. Gear shift is crazy, bro.
Okay. I'm just not caught up with.
And then he
My
does
Hero.
Raijin with it too, where he's like allowed to like kick a bunch of times and then use that momentum to like force it. It's crazy.
Okay.
He gets really fast.
All right, we got another 2 from Louis Sam. It says, "Have you guys watched episode 1136 yet?" I believe that's the episode where it's one of the Kuma episodes. It's either the one where he punches Saturn or the one where he passes.
It's probably when he punches Saturn.
But I haven't. I don't know.
No, we haven't.
We haven't. We got another 5 from Tucky Neutron. "I'm trying to figure out how people still have Fraudger over Rocks, man. Shaking my head. Hashtag pumping in Whitebeard.
No.
Hashtag we all emotional Nakamas."
Don't say that. No Roger hate. He don't deserve it.
I still have Roger over Rocks.
Same.
Because ultimately, in the highest stakes moment, Rocks lost. I got to see how it went down.
Come on, bro.
Okay, so there's something I sent to you recently too. Is that the community seems to think that we have 100% concrete proof that Rocks was jumped. That's not necessarily how it went down. They said the Rocks pirates. They said Roger and Garp teamed up to take on the Rocks pirates.
And that's not even true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta see it. If I see them jumping rocks to win the fight, okay. I'm under the impression it's more similar to Luffy versus Kaido, but that's me headcanoning. I gotta see what it looks like. But the same way Larry be like, yo, he had 18 years to rise after that. Roger had 18 something, 20 years after God Valley to rise and get stronger, et cetera, et cetera. And the Roger that fought Rocks there, he didn't even have his signature mustache. So it's very much implied Roger was young. He wasn't in his prime. The same that Whitebeard wasn't in his prime yet. Kaido, Big Mom, etc. A lot of people were there well before they became what they ended up being in the pirate world. So to me, as great as Rocks is, I do think he ended up getting surpassed by Roger and Whitebeard personally. But a lot of people are going to push back on those. So
Yeah, no, I agree with everything Sebastian said. I believe that Rocks is great. I think Roger's great as well. We actually get Roger's age. He's 39 when the whole God Valley thing happened. Still very young. That's actually the same age as Shanks now. So you could say that's prime, but what we see in the One Piece show, it's a little before their prime. Either or. But people got to think, people are saying all these, I just want to say this thing, because it's been on my mind for a while, like how much great Rocks is. And he is still great, right, from what he did. But also, a lot of his hype is because he rivaled Roger. So a lot of his greatness is tied to Roger himself, right? But if you really think about it, right, began because he had Whitebeard, he had Big Mom, he had Kaido, he had Shinky, and all these other ones, on his crew, right? But if you really think about who Roger had in his crew, right, he had Ray, who was a Conquerors. He had Gaban, who's a Conquerors, right? And then he got Odin, who's a Conquerors, right? So if you want to think about it, too, but you think the transition is that all these guys, Ray, Gaban, and Odin, they viewed Roger higher than them. As, this guy is great. If you hear the way Gaban speaks about Roger, he said, he recognized, no, Roger's stronger and greater than me. He said, I'm the second strongest on the crew. Recognized that Roger's better than him. Then Odin said, Whitebeard, right? This is Odin's own words. Whitebeard was great, or whatever. But Roger, he was something else. Showing that Roger was even greater than how the respect that Odin had for Whitebeard, right? But then, so you think about it, these three conquerors were allied and loyal, faithful to Roger, right? And in a sense, as great as Rocks was, he didn't fully have that type of them to follow him, but he didn't have that loyalty to them that the Roger pirates had towards Roger. And if you really think about it, right, we saw Odin rivaled Kaido, right? So now, and then, yes, Whitebeard and Big Mom grew up to be their own pirates, but if you think about it, Roger's, in a way, Whitebeard, Big Mom, as in Ray and Gaban, they kind of stopped pirating because of their captain. They're like, yo, that's who we rode with, right? So, but imagine, like, if they continued pirating on their own the same way Whitebeard did or Big Mom did, where would they be? They would be their own great pirates, legendary pirates, without tie to Roger, as we would view them the same as probably Whitebeard and Big Mom. So you got to put that into perspective too. Yeah. They retired when Rocks retired.
To me, and I don't have to linger on this for too much longer, I don't think Oda ever intended for us to view Rocks as greater than Roger. Yeah. Roger's still the Pirate King. Right. This is still the show about finding Roger's treasure. And at the end of every single Rocks Pirates journey, they focused on Roger.
Marv, is the audio cutting in and out?
Is it bad mic for me?
Maybe.
Is it a bad mic for Lawrence?
No, I'm not hearing anything on this side.
They're saying they can't even hear the combo.
Audio lag, audio tripping,
I
cutting
think it's
out.
a lag thing, but our internet connection is solid right now. Let me check it out.
How do we sound now, guys? All y'all's mics messing up. The whole stream? I'm not hearing anything wrong. Good now. Try refreshing stream. Audio is cooked. Restart the app. In and out. Better. Refresh. Everyone is bad. I hear it. It's just conflicting reports at this point. I don't know.
I'm going to listen on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So is it their connection? Because some are saying good. It's good. I don't know.
He does something like this.
Mm.
No,
in and out.
It's good now. I don't know what happened.
Saying it's good.
What? You say I'm getting cancer? What? Anyway. So.
Yeah. Y'all done?
The last thing I want to say, too, is to end it all, is that we will go back to the ceiling thing that Kaido, when he's speaking to Luffy about it, look where he had all his... Because you want to think about it, that's Kaido's top 5, right? In the show for him, right? Kaido's top 5, he had Roger and Whitebeard at the top. Then he had the 3 kind of like even level at that tone, if you want to put it that way. Rocks, Shanks, and Odin. But the ones above the 3 were Whitebeard and Roger, you know, for his top 5 in the ceiling thing for Luffy.
That don't mean where they were ranked.
You could not take it that way, but it could be that way, it could not.
Listen, I hate disrespecting people when y'all put people too high on the pedestal. And rightly so. You should put Roger up there. I have no doubt about that. That man, Roger, deserves everything and more. All the speculation, all the narrative, it don't matter. He deserves it all. But it has to come to a point where we got to start putting Roger in the hot seat if we're going to start comparing him to Rocks. Because Rocks technically has... Only thing he don't have is the title of Pirate King. Everything else he had. In terms of feats, in terms of stats, all that stuff. Way before Roger. If I wanted to blemish Roger's record just a little bit, you're right. Rocks took an L. Might have been a jumping, might have not. Cool. I know he was clashing with King Harold. Had 18 years after that to do his thing, right? Cool. Roger outlived him. Could have been stronger. Whatever. Put Rocks in the Ed War versus Shiki. Versus all those ships. I was told by narration Roger would have just lost. Just because Roger wasn't strong enough to take all of Shiki and his fleet out. He had to be saved by a rainstorm. Because that rainstorm took all the ships out. That ain't happening with Rocks, dog. Just based off of his strength and what we've seen, that's not happening. He's taking out those ships.
I think my bigger issue with that is the downplay that Shiki would be getting. Shiki was supposed to be a legendary pirate in himself,
and Shiki
who had a legendary crew.
Shiki would have got wiped.
Shiki
would have got wiped.
We don't know that.
Shiki would have got wiped by Rocks.
We don't know that.
Rocks, with 16 years after the clash with Harold, would have wiped Shiki at any point in time in his life. And it would have been low diff.
I mean, I got Shiki not even in his prime yet talking greasy at Rocks, about Rocks.
And he would...
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you be looking at people and be like, yo, they can't talk stuff to each other. They're pirates.
That's you.
They gonna talk crap.
Hold up, Larry. That's you.
No, pirates are gonna talk crap.
Bro.
That doesn't mean anything to me. You can talk all the crap you want, but if I put you down, I'm gonna put you down.
You're switching up right now.
I'm not switching. You're talking about the Whitebeard instance.
Yes!
All right, Whitebeard can talk his crap, like I've said before. Whitebeard can talk his crap. But if I'm leading, if the pirate ship is called Rox's ship, if it's called Rox's era, if you're following me when I've made plans and I've laid it out, you're my subordinate. So it doesn't matter if you saying, yo, F you ain't my cap, yada yada. It don't matter, bro. I've said this before.
He's talking about...
You can talk crap.
No, he's talking about the whole Rocks telling Whitebeard to shut up and how, like, we thought that wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But you made it a bigger deal than it was, that Whitebeard just listened to Rocks and was like, no, people tell people to shut up all the time.
No, it was because of the Conquerors aspect, right? It's the challenge of it all.
Hey, man.
And again, Rocks is somebody that can talk crap to other people.
Because he can back it up.
Because he can back it up.
But I'm of the belief that Shiki can back his stuff up too.
But he can't back it up against Rocks.
I agree that Shiki can't beat Rocks. Cool. But if Shiki has this crazy crew with him, he had, 50-something commanders? I don't know what any of them dudes are capable of. I don't know what any of those dudes are capable of.
It don't matter.
If I have 51 commanders.
It don't matter.
And a fleet of guys.
Don't matter.
It matters,
No,
Larry.
it don't.
It still matters.
Nah, you want to know why? Because they're all weaker than Shiki.
No, so the thing is, right?
They're all weaker than Shiki. Am I wrong?
There's 2 factors you got to factor in here, right? Notice how where the fight was with the pirates. wasn't on land
Yeah.
where Roger could really access his skills.
I gotta protect my ship.
It's ship far away because also too, like it showed how far they were from Roger's ship and surrounding where the cannon fire could reach. They could deflect it, but also they're surrounded. And Roger was sick at that time, so Roger's not at full health. Right, he wasn't even wearing his hat. He had the headband around his head.
No, he was wearing a hat.
No, he was wearing a hat.
Yeah, hat over there. Right, either way, but Roger was sick, and they were completely surrounded on water.
That's not true either.
Roger wasn't sick?
I don't think at that time. No.
I can't. Lotto gonna yell at you
Nah,
for not knowing.
we could pick this out right now.
I don't know if Roger was sick or not, but Crocus was on the ship, right?
No, yeah.
If Crocus was on the ship, then Roger was sick.
Roger was sick.
If Crocus is on the ship, Roger was sick. They recruited Crocus specifically to deal with Roger's illness. Either way, my point, and I agree with Lawrence, the situation matters. They're not on land where I can just flex my Haki and knock out a bunch of people, etc. I have to protect my ship. I have to protect Shanks, Buggy, etc. Now, the narrator said they faced potentially being wiped out. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't happen.
Why didn't it happen?
Because because the weather. But we hold on. But even with that, we've already seen that. You brought it up last episode. Conquerors Haki can impact the weather. So is it fate? The water just got real choppy and saved Roger, or was it? This is headcanon, but is it Roger's will creating a storm that did this? That again could very much just be headcanon. But either way, it's not an impossible thought process. That Roger, in the need to protect his ship, created this. But either way, you're talking about quotes from, what was that, 2010?
He was sick.
2010, bruh?
He was sick.
Yeah, I remember him being sick.
I'm just saying, bro.
Put it this way, right? All right, so at that moment, that was actually a year earlier before him and Whitebeard clashed. Mm-hmm. And look what power Roger was putting out against Whitebeard in his prime. That Whitebeard couldn't even topple him. Whitebeard couldn't beat him, right? Granted, Roger's sick at that point. Rox is stronger than that.
We don't know that. We don't. I'm sorry. We don't know that Rox is stronger than that.
Okay, but we saw Rox make a comparable feat by clashing with Harold, where a year later, Roger was clashing with Whitebeard.
Okay.
So the very comparable instances. They're using Conquerors Haki. They're not touching blades.
They didn't split the sky, right?
There was no sky to split.
But it wasn't noted that they split the sky.
But they said that there was 3.1 miles where everything wasn't surrounded by them anymore from their clash.
That's very valid.
Very comparable to what happened on that island.
So are you on the belief that neither Roger or Whitebeard in that moment would have been able to defeat Harold?
What I'm saying...
Because that's how you...
No. What I'm saying is because they have comparable feats, it's very likely that Rox, because he must have been stronger because he had 18 years after that moment to get stronger, was able to have a stronger attack power that could take out those ships later on. That's 18 years afterwards.
But we...
So he could have took out those ships at war, for sure.
Maybe
he didn't need to do anything. He probably could have just jumped off the ship and just took one swipe and just struck everybody at the same time.
How do I say this? Put it this way: Divine Departure is stronger than Kid's attack, right?
Yeah,
it's significantly stronger. Kid could wipe out an entire fleet with the way his attack works.
Yeah,
Shanks can't wipe out an entire fleet with a Divine Departure. It's
Why not?
Focus. He can't. He can't wipe out a fleet with one Divine Departure. He would have to jump to one ship, cut it. Next ship, cut it. Next ship, cut it. Next ship, cut it. There's a limitation.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
No.
Yes, there is.
He focused his attack on Kid.
Also,
but if he wanted to cut other ships all in one shot, he could do that. Why wouldn't he be able to do that?
The range.
There is no. What are you talking about? I know, Zoro's cutting ships now.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Ace's Devil Fruit punched through 5 ships.
But this is what I'm saying. Hold on, this is what I'm saying. Devil Fruits allowed them to do that. You know what I'm saying? It allows for that. If you don't have a Devil Fruit,
what's stronger?
You have to now focus on a specific area.
What's stronger, Devil Fruits or Haki?
Haki, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. I literally just said Divine Departure is very clearly stronger than Kid's attack. Kid's attack, because it has the range to just laser shoot, is more effective if I want to wipe out a fleet. That's what I'm trying to say. Roger doesn't have, let me swing my one blade and take the entire fleet of ships out.
Why not?
Because he has to focus his Haki out on point.
I saw Mihawk cut a tidal wave. And Marine forward.
And I'm telling you that wasn't enough to take out a fleet of ships like that. In the same way. The distance?
What?
The tidal wave was an ice block. You're talking about cutting an entire fleet of ships.
What's harder to cut, an ice block or a ship?
The ship should be.
You know how the Titanic sunk?
Oh.
Am I bugging? Am I bugging?
One.
Listen,
Am I bugging?
No, you're not. But what the thing is, the difference is, right? You guys are forgetting that the thing that they cut, right, is right in front of them, right? You're talking about ships that's spread out, right?
Yeah.
The same way, for example, if Shanks, if you go, not exactly Sebastian's point, but Shanks, from the rail where he saw where Kid was, and then used his future to saw how far attack reaching Kids was going to be. Shanks had to travel.
that's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
You're right. So I think he had to travel to it, right? One thing is right, but the way Shanky's ships were laid out, we saw Ace take them all on a line, right? Because they were all lined up right to each other. The way Shanky's ships were, they weren't in a line.
Yeah,
they
like
were strategically
hundreds of ships.
Yeah, they were I struggle with this word. Strategically structured around the Roger pirates, not to be taken out. Oh, if I just swing one blade in a line, you guys are all taken out. Because that's not.
But it's not even that, bro. I could still just do a Conqueror's Haki blast and knock out almost everybody on the ship.
They have to be close enough to you.
That's not true either.
How far do you think that? How I say this? When Luffy's in the plaza, right, and it stretches to knock the people out. I don't know how far that is in miles or whatever. But Roger was like significantly away from Shiki, getting attacked, bombarded from the ships.
Hold on. So, but we already have confirmation that between the clash between Herald and Rocks, they were able to reach out to 3.1 miles with their clash.
And I'm saying it's farther
right?
than that.
So if I'm able to expand my Haki and just Conqueror's Haki blast all these people on this ship because they're not stronger than Shiki, they're not stronger than me for sure.
But you're gonna get knocked out though.
I see what Joy Boy's Haki did.
Yeah, but Rocks is not Joy Boy.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Roger ain't Rocks.
But
you know what I'm saying?
We gotta figure. We gotta see.
Roger is greater than Rocks.
That's what I'm saying.
Because also too, right? Because like if you want to go by even like the clash between him and Herald, right? The clash between him and Whitebeard, they were affecting ships out off the island.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Rocks and Whitebeard. Right, they blew people off the island and affected ships off the island.
Let me put it this way. And it's a good chess move. All right, there's a good chess move in the debate.
We'll see.
Who has stronger Haki, Rocks or Shanks? In Prime.
You would have to give it to Shanks right now.
Shanks is compared to Joy Boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know, bro. It might be Rocks. It might be.
But Shanks is getting compared to Joy Boy. We seen Joy Boy's Haki, the top one Haki we see in the verses now doing that to the Garze?
Bros, come on, bros.
No,
come on, bros.
Come on, bros. No, that's literally narrative.
Oh, no. All right, let me do it this way. All right, Shanks or Roger? Who has stronger Haki?
Roger.
Okay, who is Roger's greatest adversary? Rocks.
Yeah, I mean when he was younger, yeah.
Overall, it was just Rocks though.
Sengoku implied he might have been Roger's greatest adversary. You can take that however you want to. Bro. But I've already said that I believe that Whitebeard and Roger have surpassed Rocks.
All right, bro.
But that...
To say that Rocks wouldn't be able to conquer his Haki blast, most of the people on all those ships, or even do something even slightly to compare it to Joy Boy did with that knot, is crazy. Especially since we've seen what he did against King Harold, and then the ability to have 18 more years to get much stronger.
How come you don't give Roger his 18 years?
I do give Roger his 18 years. It doesn't seem
like it. Because he got into this situation where he was victorious. And then continued to pirate for 18 plus years.
Yeah.
How come Roger doesn't get that?
It's like, yo, you being Tiger Woods, right, in your prime, lasting all these years, and the prime is super high, and then Phil Mickelson comes through, and you're just like, all right, yo, he's almost better. He just played a lot longer, though.
See,
like,
it's gonna. I know Larry's gonna hate this.
like Jordan in his prime versus Braun, bro.
See, I know you're.
Braun might have stayed longer and got stronger, I guess, but he ain't better than Jordan in his prime.
See, Larry, I know you're gonna hate this, right? But going back to like what me and Sebastian see, right, is that the all-time, besides from Joy Boy and whatever Nika, Roger's supposed to be seen as all-time great of the show, right? For all we know, Oda's writing his greatness about Rocks to show Roger's greatness, that Roger beat him at God Valley.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's.
I said earlier to Roger's greatness that he beat him.
I said earlier, I don't think Oda ever meant for us to view Rocks as greater than Roger. I don't think he ever meant for that. I don't. And if he
hold on. So he didn't write Rocks to be greater than Roger. You're saying, right?
I'm saying all time.
All time.
Yeah. One of them is the Pirate King.
All right. So one of them became Pirate King because he had to beg Whitebeard to lend somebody onto his ship that could read poneglyphs and go on his last voyage because he discovered Lodestar wasn't the last island, right? Mm-hmm. Bam. He becomes Pirate King, sets the pirate age ablaze because One Piece exists out there. But Roger never went up to Emu's throne and said, "Yo, what's good?"
What he
did, Roger, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's clearly stated.
But what Roger did is greater in effect than what Emu did. Roger inspired the generation that will topple Emu in Luffy and the Great Pirate era, and then the era after that.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, sometimes you don't need to be considered more great because you're inspiring more people. Overall, if you're able to walk up to lands that Roger has never been able to walk up to, then you can say individually
that's not fair.
You are greater
that's not fair.
In an aspect that Roger isn't.
That's not fair.
You say won't be able to? To me, Roger didn't choose to or want to. Because his goal wasn't to be king of the world where Rocks was. Roger's goal was kind of to become Pirate King, which he did do. In a sense, when you're kind of Pirate King, you're affecting the world. Because when you're Pirate King, Luffy legit, to achieve his goal, has to become Pirate King, which attacks the king of the world. So that level where Rocks reached, and the level that Roger reached his goal that can rival Emu, because that's what Luffy's going to do when he becomes Pirate King. He's going to rival Emu. Where Rocks went straight to Emu, but then was stopped by Roger.
What's a Pirate King to the king of the world?
A rival.
No!
Yes!
No!
If you're watching
this is like being a Yonko to our first commander.
No.
Yes!
Larry. Why do you think they're so scared of somebody finding the One Piece? Because once you find it and you become Pirate King, you can then actually challenge the world. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? That's the fear.
Yeah.
It's not, this guy has a title and he's sailing the sea now.
The fear is knowledge.
Right, but that's what Roger gained. He gained what Rocks couldn't. That's what we're saying. Put this way. This is what I'm saying. You're saying that getting to the Flower Garden is more impressive than getting to Laugh-Tale. I disagree.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly disagree with that.
It's not only that, though. He went up there and challenged the person itself.
But look at how it went down. You get what I'm saying?
How did it go down? I went up there.
I'll be back
because
I understood I couldn't do anything in this moment. You get what I'm saying? Roger, I get to the Laugh-Tale, I learn everything, and I go, okay, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to live long enough to do this myself. I have to inspire the next generation to take up the mantle. Like, if Roger was just healthy, it's a different conversation. Maybe he wins or loses.
That's not true either.
Come on. Man.
Because they learned the truth. Rayleigh learned the truth. Gaban learned the truth, and they decided to do nothing.
Because they learned the truth. The truth told them that they would be too early if they attacked now anyway.
And Rock said, whether I'm too early or too late, I'm still going to challenge.
But he didn't have the information that they had.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know if they did, because remember, he's known as the world's greatest taboo. He delved into those subjects.
Yeah, but he didn't reach Laugh-Tale.
Hold up, Larry.
We don't know if he didn't reach Laugh-Tale.
Are you genuinely trying to tell me that it's more impressive to make it to the Flower Garden than it is to make it to Laugh-Tale?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's more impressive to challenge the world's leader instead of finding the Laugh-Tale. Like, Laugh-Tale just provides you knowledge, right?
Dragging the goat, man.
I'm saying to myself, Well, Dragon doesn't even step outside the house.
He challenged him.
He don't do nothing.
Luffy challenged the world government at 17. He shot a flag, man.
Doflamingo does more than Dragon does.
But that's what I'm saying.
My point is that you don't need to necessarily have the knowledge in order to challenge the world's authority. The fact was, Roger said, I'll go get the knowledge, but I'm not going to challenge the world's authority because, honestly, I think we're too early according to a prophecy. Where Rock said, I don't need prophecy, I'll make my own. I'm going to challenge no matter what. And if not, somebody else will do it. That's the difference between Roger and Rox.
No, but
one was willing to challenge no matter what. That's his ambition. That's his goal. That speaks to his willpower. I don't need prophesized stories to tell me where I'm going to be because I'm going to make my own. That's conqueror. That's a conqueror in itself.
We gotta see God Valley. That'll answer all this.
No, that's fine. But also too, the story, the narrative, the entire story shows that the history of the ancient kingdom, the history of Laugh Tale, all of this means something where it plays a heavy factor into the fate of the entire world. That's what Vegapuk's speech was about. It's talked about Roger, right? Vegapuk probably knows who Rox is, but he talked about what they learned there plays a factor of how you could rule the world or take over the world that affects Emu and everyone else, right? But Roger he did like, we are too early. That's why he says, I wish he knew Jorba at his time because that time was the time to act where Emu took over, right? And then it took another, I guess now probably close to 1,000 years for the same situation to happen again.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe is hey, we gotta wait for change to happen instead of you changing it to make it happen. And that's the difference with Rox. And put it this way, right? Y'all be talking about how Roger had all this knowledge, yet Roger didn't get his name and all that stuff erased, right?
Because he didn't allow it. No. He didn't allow for that to happen.
I got it. For all you know, you talk about if Rox knows his knowledge, but notice how, right?
No, why would you say that?
If
he didn't let that happen.
If Rox would have won at God Valley, they would not have been able to erase him. He lost. He allowed for his story to end there.
No, it doesn't matter.
What you mean it doesn't matter?
Roger turned himself in after he got the One Piece, right?
And he knew what would happen after that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he turned himself in, right? And they decided to do a public execution. If they wanted to, they could have erased Roger's name too.
They couldn't have erased Roger's name.
Why wouldn't they?
He was already considered the Pirate King by the masses. He was already the most famous pirate in the history of the mankind.
And who reported that?
I wasn't there, bro. Like
the world government.
No.
Big News Morgan and them associated with that. They would have let that information out, or they would have kept the information in, as they've done most times.
Roger was too big to be erased.
Yeah.
Rox, he didn't reach that. He didn't. I'm sorry. He got erased. That is a factual statement. He got erased. Over time, his legend ended to people. Because even his crew, they don't think about the dude like that. Kaido's the only one putting Rox anywhere thinking about the dude. We got dudes named D, Whitebeard talking to Roger, didn't bring up Rox. Could be retcon, whatever. Big Mom falling into Onigashima pits, didn't think of Rox. She thought of Roger. Whitebeard thinking of Roger. Kaido, man, Whitebeard did it right. And Lawrence said the scaling thing, whatever. Grand passings is what Kaido valued the most. He considered Roger's passing one of the most legendary things ever. In the world of One Piece, Rox was capable of being erased because he lost, bruh. I'm not trying to minimize it, but that's what happened. If he wins, he's not erased. He lost, therefore he was capable of being erased. That's what it is. You win or you lose. And that's the game.
And also, too, it's not just... And again, this is just bad placement because also where he lost, right? Because it wasn't like he was going after the world government at that time. He was going back where it was stolen. And it wasn't like he was fighting at Mary Joa. He was fighting at God Valley, a place where the government decided to, have this event here, right? Because even though, again, the same thing is, right, regardless, Rox probably would have stood out more if he did actually crash out when he saw Emu there. Right? Because that was it.
They didn't cover that up too, though.
No, I know. Yeah. But that's because also Rox ran away. Right? But going right into the same situation, even if Rox knew what he knew now, it could be like he knew and decided either or. He decided similar to Roger. I can't attack here now. Right? I gotta wait. Because even at God Valley, he wasn't trying to attack Emu. He was just trying to gain prizes. He was still. We don't know when Rock's time was going to be for when he was going to attack the world of Emu. We don't know when that time was. It could have been. I don't know how Rock's expected to live, but it could have been. He could have been waiting those 20 years afterwards. But either way, at that time he went to go see Emu, he knew that this is not the time to attack. So Rock's had to wait, but I got to gather forces, right? While he's gathering forces, Roger's going after Laugh-Tail. And then they actually meeting and clash. But ultimately, Rock's decided, I can't attack here. Similar, where Roger, when he found Laugh-Tail, is too early.
Y'all gonna see.
We will. And I listen,
gonna see, bro.
I expect great things from Rock's at Gal Valley. I'm just saying, we got into a path of greatness or power. Those are two technically different arguments, which I believe Roger surpassed him in both categories. But you can tell the opposite. I want that same 18 years you gave Rox to give Roger.
No, they both get it.
Okay. All right, we got to get through some of these super chats. We got the calls. Like, we got to start burning through. We got a 20-month memberships from Goatman Tees. It says, content idea, chapter breakdowns from chapter 1, Larry.
Oh.
That's a lot. There's a lot of chapters.
We'd have to have a whole separate...
a lot of episodes.
We'd have to have a separate day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 10 from Centrix. Do you think Mihawk can beat Big Mom because of his calm, calculated approach in battle that enable him to outthink and outmaneuver Big Mom, overwhelming power and unpredictable abilities?
No.
I believe he can. But I'm a Big Mom, like, doubter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I would like for Mihawk to be stronger than Big Mom. He hasn't shown that at all.
Are you going like prime Big Mom or like...
I'm the one with the Big Mom we saw.
Because the Big Mom, I will say the Big Mom that I low-key got taken out by Kid in Law, to me, as impressive she looked, it wasn't like you still got taken out by Kid in Law, you know? Mihawk at the top of his game should be able to handle Kid in Law. Should be, you know? But Big Mom Prime, that's a different story. But...
That's true.
Yeah.
Another 2 from Young Lewis. It says, just wanted to say I love y'all. That's it. Heart, hashtag
love you too.
Thank you, bro.
BBC. Another 5 from Fell to Peak. Delfruits like Pika and Pizarro, are they limited to just their bodies? Can they only use their 2 arms and such? No spikes or trap floors? They can probably do much more. A lot of times with what Delfruit users are doing, it's limited to the imagination and skill set or experience of the Delfruit users. I think... these guys speak on Kid a lot with how limited he was with the magnetism abilities. But yeah, they can probably do more.
And for those 2 abilities, honestly, I favor Pika's because what we've seen from Zoro's, that we saw just used arms mostly in the head he was speaking with. But when you attack that big figure, you got hurt yourself, right? But we saw Pika, he was out here making his whole upper torso into it, so not just the arms, right?
Yeah.
He did more than that, like you said, expanding on that. But also, too, when Zoro was cutting it up, Pika himself wasn't getting affected, you know? So for that one, Pika's, I think, was able to do upper torso, but I think it was limited to how much stone he actually had or was purposeful at the situation. Because he did more than just arms, where Bizarro, we only seen him do just arms. So I think they could do both, but... They're pretty much limited to what they have.
Okay. We got another 13 months at Knock'em Status from Just Call Me Scott. It says, free from Larry Lockup, hashtag Sebi Webby, hashtag Law for Papagu.
That again.
We got another 5 from Pastor C. It says, theory, Sanji will defeat Green Bull and earn the moniker Forest Eater, like Gaban's Mountain Eater epithet. I can see it. I used to think that Green Bull would fight Zoro at one point, but I don't see it anymore. He's been made to look too foolish.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Another 5 from the Corner Store, I think. It says, hello. First actual time catching the live. Been a Spotify listener for a while. Love the pod. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Larry will love hearing that one. No playback. Another 2 from Alex Perez. Would y'all ever get a One Piece themed tattoo? I don't know if you guys can't get tats, right? I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't get that.
Maybe not One Piece specifically, but I have considered getting a TOPT tattoo just because what this all means to me at this point. So, another 10 from Josen Up. It says, Blackbeard versus Cat, the stand's still the same because Blackbeard winning Law and Larry argument was speed and hacks. Shanks got Cat beat in both categories. Haki OD and still got touched up, left a scar, and you don't think Blackbeard won't touch Cat. I'll let you address that if you want. I still think Blackbeard would absolutely dominate Cat, but that's me.
Because I think he compared to like Shanks. A lot of people think like it's like Shanks now or something.
Yeah.
It's Shanks so early on. We don't even know if this dude even knew Haki yet. Because from what we saw, if you do like the scaling for what we saw how Oda plays with certain things, right? He could have even got the scar before Shanks even fully got multiple people on his crew for being a Pirate captain. He may even got the scar before he got even Ben Beckham, you know? Or around he just got Ben Beckham. But for all we know, I think when was he recruiting Ussop, we didn't see his face? Or that side of the face, was it? Or we did. I forgot. I got to go back to it. But it was so... Because Shanks... Odin hid Shanks' face early on from a certain point. We seen him on Roger's crew, no scar. But as soon as Roger, like, passed, right? Ever since then, he started hiding Shanks' face, right? Like, drawing-wise, for us not to know exactly when he got the scar, right? So he could have got it very early on. If it's that young Shanks is like, what, 15, 16 years old? So if you're going by that, like we haven't seen Blackbeard really fight someone with the Haki feats, because most people he kind of fights is people who are very reliable on their ability, which he takes advantage of, right? So going by that, Cat versus Blackbeard, again, I use the same thing. It's like, to me, what I've seen with Cat, with Haki, as in Conquerors, Bosuku, observation, speed, skill, all that was, it's more than Blackbeard showed in those feats. Yes, Blackbeard has 2 abilities, but with observation and future sight aspect, where you could kind of predict something you're able to do, and Blackbeard showing to get speed blitz, and Cat rules him with speed blitzing, I see it hard for Blackbeard to defend himself. And that's the same way where I saw with I use the same thing with the Kid argument. If I saw Shanks, yes, that's Shanks level, but Shanks using future sight and speed blitz Kid, Cat, yes, he's lower than that, but I haven't seen Kid experience the same thing with that speed. So going the same with Blackbeard, who we've seen get speed blitz multiple times, and he struggles with speed characters. And with Cat, able to see him knowing how strong Blackbeard is, from what I've seen, I don't see how Blackbeard takes on Cat and beats him fully, right? It's just like, to me, I see it's too much.
I'm going to say one thing on this. Rayleigh said he had no chance of beating Blackbeard. I don't think he got that same kind of thought process for Katakuri.
He might. It is because remember, it's the only reason he said that. Because Sebastian, you got to preface that in his old age. It wasn't like Blackbeard was that dude where like I can't. It's because his old age and going and fighting Blackbeard. Because first of all, notice how Sebastian didn't say. Even though that was Ray's thought, how did Blackbeard respond?
Doesn't matter how you respond.
Blackbeard.
Doesn't matter how you respond.
No.
Rayleigh can assess how strong a person is.
All right.
He said, I had no shot.
Sebastian, all right.
He is not having that same thought process versus Cat.
You want to know why?
And you want
to know why that matters? Because even though Ray is flexing his Haki, right? And he's in his mind, he's thinking no shot, right? But if Blackbeard actually chose to fight Ray, is Ray running away? No, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't think I could beat you, so I'm not gonna fight.
Not.
No, he's gonna fight, and then you're gonna see what's what. Just because you don't believe you could win doesn't mean you automatically lose, right? We saw the example with Luffy and Kaido, right? The stronger person, right? Luffy shouldn't have had no shot against winning, right? Or expected to lose, right? But Luffy tried anyway. Right. Look how that played out. That's a different situation. But the same going by that category, right? Even though Ray may have had that thought, but was willing to go in anyway. Blackbeard did not. He had that same thought. I don't think I could take on Ray. And then what did he do? He acted in harmony with his thoughts by not fighting Ray at all, by shutting everything down as in, you know what? I'm just going to book it with my crew. So regardless you want to say it, because you want to say Sebastian, Ray had that thought, Blackbeard not only had that thought, but showed that thought and acted in harmony with it.
None of that matters.
None of that matters?
Literally none of it matters. Rayleigh, again, like I said, Rayleigh, who can assess how strong a person is, seen it live, his words. I couldn't have possibly won.
So
that's what those are his words. That's the phrasing he chose to use.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could not have.
I'm not arguing that.
Yes, you were.
No, I'm not.
You said just because he ended up not fighting doesn't mean he couldn't have possibly won. He said,
Sebastian,
I could not have possibly won, Lawrence.
Yes, yeah, Sebastian. Well, I'm also arguing here, but I know how you.
He's not saying that about Cat.
No, Sebastian.
So again, it doesn't matter how Blackbeard reacted. That doesn't matter. Rayleigh knows it does not.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. If you're asking us who wins in this fight, Rayleigh told you. Rayleigh told you.
So did Blackbeard.
No, he didn't.
So let me ask you a question, right?
I can't, bro. I really can't. This is what I deal with, y'all. This is what I deal with.
I want to ask you a question, right? Because it's going the whole Blackbeard and Ray thing, right? So I brung out Sebastian. You know how Ray said in his old age, because Sebastian likes to ignore that factor, right? Coming across Blackbeard, he said after the fact, right? I don't know if I could beat beat Blackbeard because situation, I'm old or whatever, right? That's his thought. But did he go with that attitude during the fight? No, he's flexing his Haki. And let me ask you a question: if Blackbeard actually decided to fight Ray, do you think Ray's like, nah, I can't beat you. I'm a run.
No, of course not.
All right. So Ray's actually going to fight Blackbeard. But so we saw that after the fact that's what Ray said. But I'm saying that Blackbeard not only kind of showed that and said that through his actions, through his way he did. He saw Ray and had a similar thought to Ray did. Oh, this is Ray from the Roger Pirates. I can't beat him, so I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to run away. So Sebastian's arguing the fact that, so regarding how you say it, Blackbeard thought the same exact thing as Ray, but acted in harmony with it by leaving, not fighting Ray. Ray was willing to fight because if Blackbeard decided to fight, guess what? Ray's fighting. Ray decided to fight because he didn't show that one. Blackbeard still ran away. Am I wrong or right? Am I tripping for saying that? Is that so far-fetched? No, because Blackbeard actually acted in harmony with it. We saw his reaction. He was shook when Ray showed up, right? And Ray said, I really don't like you. He's like, yeah, don't worry. We don't got to fight. I'm bouncing with my crew.
I don't know where we've gone wrong as a community when a character can quite literally tell you I can't beat this dude, and we're still gonna argue this hard that they could have. I don't know how we do that. I literally don't know how we do this.
Sebastian.
When a character can outright tell you, yo, I can't beat this guy. And the words they used were, couldn't possibly win.
Yeah.
But this is still happening. This moment is still happening.
Sebastian, so you ever hear the phrase, actions speak louder than words? So someone says this to you is more noteworthy to you than someone actually running away because he recognized I can't beat the dude.
Lawrence.
So
again, we get into this all the time.
War Conquerors, right?
We get into this all the time.
Am I tripping?
Blackbeard had so much to lose by fighting Ray. And literally not enough to gain in his mind to actively take the risk.
Okay,
that's why he did that.
He did? So it's funny how you make these excuses for Blackbeard.
I'm not making excuses. I'm giving you the context of the situation.
And I'm giving you his character because we legit.
But his character doesn't. He can be a punk all day. Doesn't mean you're weak.
Sebastian. What?
He's a punk. I'll tell you 1,000 times.
Sebastian.
Blackbeard is soft. He a punk. He can do the softest thing possible. But when Rayleigh tells you, I can't possibly beat this man, you're supposed to accept that. That's that.
Sebastian.
This literally is. It's not deeper than that.
Sebastian.
Rayleigh went, no,
I'm not going
this
deeper than that.
dude's stronger than me right now.
Sebastian.
I can't win.
Sebastian.
But you.
Sebastian.
Headcanon, whatever. I have mental gymnastics my way into figuring out why this dude.
Context,
Lawrence, because you can't comprehend that Blackbeard is a punk. Now I have to mental gymnastics alone.
I'm not messing.
That's what's happening.
Sebastian.
That's what's happening.
Right.
Lawrence, you're saying I can't understand
I'm
why
not
Blackbeard.
saying that at all.
No, you are.
I did not say that.
Lawrence, you are.
Shanks is Blackbeard. Did not Blackbeard do the same exact thing with Shanks? Why? Right? Because Blackbeard recognized he used to no. You want to talk about all this crap, right? You're yelling about this whole thing, right? Literally, Blackbeard went, right? Because Larry brought up too. Blackbeard got his darkest fruit and Whitebeard's fruit. I'm the strongest there is. Where's all that talk? No, I'm the strongest there is.
How many times I tell you he's a punk, bro? That's who he is.
Sebastian, see, notice how you're saying that? I'm not. Because I just seen him, right? In that same situation. I'm gonna take on Old Man Whitebeard. I'm gonna take on Sengoku. I'm gonna take on Garp. Anybody in this war who wanna get it, I'm gonna get it. Shanks shows up. Yo, what do you say, Blackbeard? You know what? I'm not ready to take on you. I'm gonna leave. Right? Similar situation. I go to Amazon Lily. I'm going to take on Bo Hancock. I'm going to take on the Marines. I'm going to take on everybody. Ray rolls up. Blackbeard, what do you want to do? Same exact situation. Blackbeard sees Shanks. You know what? I'm a dip. Blackbeard sees Ray. You know what? I'm a dip. I didn't say, oh, Blackbeard's weak. I didn't say he's a coward. I said none of that. I gave you the exact same situation what Blackbeard did, right? He recognized that he could have won a freaking fight and back the hell off. Whatever you want to twist it up, all you want to add to it, that is what Blackbeard does. If he doesn't believe he's going to win, he's going to back off. Regardless of what Rayleigh said, because Rayleigh was still going to fight the dude, right? And then we would have saw who would have won, right? That's what I'm saying. But Blackbeard, in itself, if he doesn't recognize he's going to win this fight, the same with the Kainu. He won the battleship. Kainu rolled up. Guess what? I'm taking off. Why? Because if Blackbeard doesn't believe he's going to win these fights between Kainu, Ray, and Shanks. Wrong or right?
That's, so yes, Lawrence, that's right.
Okay,
but it doesn't matter if Ray tells you I would want to fight. It doesn't matter. Did the Kaido go, damn? Did the Kaido say, damn, I want to fight?
He's gonna win.
It doesn't matter what Blackbeard believes.
Yes, it does.
Rayleigh believes. Rayleigh said I'm not winning.
Exactly. Next question. If it doesn't matter what Blackbeard believes, why does it matter what Ray believes? Why does it matter?
Bro, I can't. No. Bro, I can't.
Larry, am I
literally
tripping?
Can't, bro.
Because Ray said that. Ray said that, right? But Blackbeard showed it. Doesn't actions speak louder than words? Bro. Blackbeard literally ran away because he couldn't believe he was gonna win that fight.
So
literally ran away.
Bro. It's so.
Ray said it, bro. But after the fact, where he was, because Sebastian, Ray said that he was willing to fight. So you only found that out after Blackbeard ran away, right? But Blackbeard ran before anything. So regardless of what you say, Blackbeard ran away. That's like Ussop. That's like Ussop, right? Running away. Right? Running away because he knows I can't handle the situation. They be like, yo, come on, bro. Because he recognized, regardless of what you say, Blackbeard thought the same thing without vocalizing it, but it didn't matter because we saw.
No, he didn't.
Through his actions.
No, he didn't. Hold on, Lawrence. Hold on.
If you don't believe Blackbeard,
you're saying he thought the same thing. Rayleigh's words were, he would not possibly win. Blackbeard did not think that. He said,
then why did he run away?
There's a chance I don't win.
Why did he run away?
There's a chance I don't win. And he's not willing to fight if that chance exists. Rayleigh said, I could not have possibly won. That is not the same thing.
I'm sorry.
These are two different people.
They
have two different views.
If you run away from a fight, regardless of what you say, I don't care if someone said, you know what, I didn't know if I was going to win, but I was going to fight him anyway. Or someone, I'm going to completely run away from the fight because I know I'm going to lose.
This is what I tried to say earlier. You don't like how Blackbeard moves.
No, that's not.
And therefore, Lawrence, that's literally what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying at all. No. Larry, am I saying that? To me, it is freaking simple as freaking daylight. When it's day outside, you can tell because it's light outside because it's freaking day outside, right? It's that simple. If a dude chooses to run away from a fight when someone is challenging you to a fight, guess what? You don't believe you can beat this man. Is that so hard to understand and believe? Am I tripping?
Yes, Lawrence. You're saying again.
It makes no sense.
Lawrence, again.
Lawrence, through action.
I'm asking you.
Through action. I'm running away because you believe. I don't understand.
I'm asking you.
It is that simple.
I'm asking you. You think that Blackbeard said, I couldn't possibly beat Rayleigh in this fight. I have to get out of here. That's what you're implying by what you're saying. That's not the case. Blackbeard said, there's a chance I won't win this fight. Because that's Rayleigh, the Pirate King's right hand. If I can get my crew back and be out, I'll do that. If I gotta fight him, I'll fight him. But if I don't have to, and I can exit the stage left and not risk with that, I'm out. I don't fight fights I don't think, or that I think there's a chance I might lose, right? That's Blackbeard. That is not what Rayleigh said. Rayleigh didn't say, there's a high chance I lose. There's a high chance I lose. The odds might not be, no. He said, I couldn't possibly win. Those are two different thought processes. So before you yell again, understand that no, Blackbeard, because you was yelling.
You yelled first.
Blackbeard did not have the same thought process as Rayleigh.
That is not. No, how do you know that? Because Blackbeard didn't vocalize it? Because to me, Blackbeard shows the same action. Because remember again, right?
It's chapter 1059, everybody.
You want to know why? Because didn't he say, I can't possibly take on Shanks, right? I am not ready to take on you. So right there. So what is the difference between I'm running away from Shanks, right? And then him running away from Ray? He both did the exact same thing. I'm ready to take on whatever's here. I'm ready to take on Tuesday Roll Up, right? But he vocalized with Shanks. But he didn't vocalize with Ray, but did the exact same thing. So through his character and how he continually moves, because he did against Kaido, against Akainu, he did it against Ray, and against Shanks. So just because he didn't vocalize it this one time, I'm believing in something different, even though every action is the exact same? Is that what I'm supposed to just believe when he shows me, right? Like, what is the difference? Tell me, explain to me what's the difference. What's the difference?
This isn't the first time that me and you have disagreed on things that the narrator or the author is trying to tell us in a story. It's not going to be the last time. I'm sure of it.
I'm just saying, what is the difference between like him vocalizing with Shanks, but he didn't vocalize with Ray, but did the exact same thing? What is the difference?
All right, let's get to calls.
I started thinking to myself.
Like, what is the difference? There is no difference.
I love how, like, the poll is damn near 50-50.
There is no difference.
All right, guys, we're going to do, you want to set up the Discord thing now?
Yeah. Can you read some super chats while I do that?
Yeah. Don't make it, like, 5 minutes or anything. Just make it, like, 30 seconds. And then put, I guess, the most you could fit. We're going to do phone calls now, guys. So, jump into the top waiting calls on Discord. Also, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please like the stream. Gracias. All right. I'm going to read some super chats while Seb is doing that. So, Tucky Neutron with the 2 says, Sanji, Kuzan, Law versus Kid, Kizaru, Zoro, who wins? That's a lot to think about, bro.
The one with the 2 Conquerors Haki users.
Yo.
You mean one. All right, yeah.
Yo,
So
they think we're twins.
What?
Buzz Groove with the 5 says, is there a particular panel you'd love to see in the future? For me, it's Luffy seeing the One Piece and doing the same he laughed face as Roger. Sanji falling in love. Like, he gets like an actual kiss.
What was the question? Future moment?
Future panel you would like to see.
Shanks is dead.
Shanks is dead?
Yeah.
A Mellows with the 10 says, been watching for a few months since I started working home. You guys do amazing work. Thank you. Quick question. Do you guys think there is a connection between Perona and Ginny? Perona and Kumasi / Ginny plus Kumachi. Oh, Perona had the bear. And she has pink hair.
I do think that in the moment that he teleported her, he probably thought of her. Of Ginny. But I don't think there's a deeper connection beyond that. I just think it was play on the words and stuff for
That's true. Kuma didn't think of Ginny at all when he saw her.
You don't think so?
Well, he did it when he would.
You look like this girl I used to mess with, but she got turned out by somebody else.
Damn.
Hassan with the 7 months of Nakama status. Thank you. Says, end of series, Straw Hat Pirates versus Prime Rocks Pirates plus matchups. Straw Hat Pirates. For sure.
Wait, you said Prime?
You say Prime Rocks Pirates? Like all those Rocks Pirates while they're in their primes? Or just them at God Valley?
It still should be end of series Straw Hats. Luffy has to be the strongest thing we've ever seen.
So I feel like it's like half as in the top Straw Hats, yes, but the rest, no.
No, the rest are gonna get bodied.
Yeah,
You still gotta beat the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Dan the Man with the 1. Thank you, bro. OPB with the 14 says, no agenda, top 5 strongest characters at Marineford.
I gotta remember everybody that was there. We counted Shanks. Like, is he counted as a Marineford person?
Shanks, Sengoku, Garp, Whitebeard, Akainu.
Dang, Mihawk didn't make the cut.
He was gonna make
Jada Rude with the 2 says, Law's observation Haki only works on animals.
Okay.
Ron Anime with the 2 says, Gildars versus Shanks, who ya got? Hashtag BBL Sebi. Hashtag Throb.
Shanks, you would be a better person.
It'd be Shanks.
Shanks.
Jada Rude with the 2 says, Seb get one win and now they finna show him LMAO.
What?
Yes.
He gets one win and we want to attack him. He says no. Yeah.
So I see that multiple dubs.
Cheesy Wombat with the Yonko status for 19 months. Thank you. Says, get up! Much love, guys. I'm not here as much as I used to be, but y'all always have my support. Best One Piece podcast of all time. Thank you. Who's the strongest person Frankie could beat at the moment? Hashtag bang bang buggy gang.
Kaku.
I go with Kaku.
That might be. I might be wilding with that.
Nope.
But
he just one shot of ice.
I'm gonna stand on it though. I'm gonna stand on it.
Top one with the 5 says, "What's up? Been watching y'all since Gear 5. What is the most rarest devil fruit? Personally, I think it's the Toki fruit time travel." I would actually agree.
Yeah.
I'm unfinished with the 10 says, "Yo, I was wondering what you guys thought if Kaido would ally with Luffy in the final war. Once Kaido, maybe even Big Mom, knows that Luffy is Joy Boy and they want to bring around a new era. Hashtag Marv, go." I think it's too late for that now, Brody.
And Kaido he kind of wants to like challenge Joy Boy.
Yeah. OPB with the 14 says, "Mihawk is every warlord in a 1v9. Who wins?"
The warlords.
I'd say the warlords. Jada Rude with the 5 says, "What if Emu's not silhouetted and is just some kind of shadow?" That would be whack.
I was thinking the same thing. He just because Luffy's supposed to be the sun and all white.
What's that? Marv? What's that guy called in Minecraft? That's all black. It's like the Everland.
Never played Minecraft. I don't know.
No? Oh, never mind. You guys in the chat will tell me. Malik with the 5 says, "End of series Yusuke versus Wano Kaido."
You missed one.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
And the series Yusuke?
Oh, I did.
Yusuke.
It might be. I think it's
I gotta
Yusuke.
go Yusuke, bro.
Might be Yusuke. Sinzer with the 5 says, "Blackbeard beats Luffy in a Davy bag fight." Hashtag what Bajrang gun do? He could still use Bajrang gun in these fights.
Bajrang gun to the Davy back fight is wild.
Yeah. Dead Kirby with the Nakama status 11 months. Thank you. Says, "I started my YouTube channel last week, locking in."
Kirby.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yo, the calls are set up.
All right. Guys, we're gonna get back to super chats. We're gonna do calls. All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. First up is Step Bro Law, which is funny. But yeah. Law, you there?
That sounded weird.
Hello. Yeah, if you're not ready, we dropping you, bro. We ain't got time for all that.
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's up, man?
Bet. Hey, this is Anthony.
Hey.
What's up, man?
How y'all doing? All right, so I got a little mini theory correlation, kind of really. Seb, I think you might appreciate this one. So I want to talk about Roger's will and his conquerors, and Rox's will with conquerors. Before I get into all that, what made me think about their wills was I was watching a Bronx Tale, and
good movie.
Ironically, Bronx Tale.
Mm-hmm.
So then, what made me think about is when C talks to Sonny in the bar. He asks him, what did he say? He goes, what's better, to be loved or feared? And that made me think how Rox's will and Roger's will correlate to on being, well, Roger's will is like mainly like being focused mainly on love, but not too much, where he gives enough to his crew, but not too much. But with Rox is he wants to be feared, but also his crew loves him in a way. I just want to know what y'all think about that.
Whose crew loves him? I need to get that piece of it.
Rogers.
Rogers' crew?
Rogers' crew, yes.
Okay. All right. So, while I do agree that that's a part of their thought process, I don't think Roger ever cared about being feared or anything like that. He just wanted to be free. And it turned into him being this monster whenever you messed with his friends, or this person that the world government would try to label as a criminal, et cetera, because he's a pirate. But I don't know that Roger ever had the desire to be loved or feared in any way. He was just trying to be free. Rox seemingly did want to be feared, but more so in an attempt to gain what he wants, like to try to become the king of the world. Like, you need a semblance of fear installed into the world to be that. And he was also just willing to do whatever. It it could both be freedom as the end goal, and how they went about it is just differently. But I do think Rocks leaned more into the fear element, although I don't think he demanded fear of his crew either. I don't think he needed them to be scared of him.
Cool, Roger.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Even, you know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But
well, I was also thinking as well with same thing when Whitebeard met Rocks. You know how Whitebeard always wanted a family. And when he met Rocks, I feel like Rocks was more of a love person at first. At first, he was okay, this could be the family man that rules off of love. But as soon as he getting his crew by the Davy back fights, and him seeing Rocks as being pushing around, being more feared rather than love, I feel like that's when Whitebeard, not to try to step on Rocks' toes. And I want to also say that maybe that Whitebeard learned from Rocks, being like, I don't want to be feared, I want to be loved as a family man. So that's my piece. I want to know what y'all also think about that as well.
I have something for that. It's another one of my little mini thesis. I'm not gonna read it, but I had a thought process. I talked to Lawrence and Lionel about this. I don't know if I talked to you about it, Larry, about what Whitebeard was seeking when he linked up with Rocks in the first place. That he was trying to find a family, and he was trying to find brothers, and he thought Rocks was his first. Rocks would be his first brother. I'll get into that at another day. We're not going to have time for it today, but I hope you're available to watch whenever I do that. But you had something you wanted to say, Lo.
Yeah, I actually wanted to say, what I saw with the Rocks, I think mostly the fear wasn't necessarily with his crew. I think it was mostly I don't know if Rocks paid too much attention to fear, because I'm going to use him and Harold, for example, right? We saw how he tried to recruit Harold. None of that was fear involved, because Rocks was just dealing with the situation, and then Harold was stuck in a situation, then realizing the situation I'm in is because of this man, so he attacked Rocks, right? And Rocks just reacted to what he did, right? But then if you notice afterwards, after their clashes, right, Rocks was actually impressed with Harold that this guy has this strength and ability, right? And then he kind of helped him get out of here, because the ones who kind of vocalized, yo, don't let them catch you, you become a slave, was Rocks. And then through that, and then I guess through their, because, we know that Conquerors can kind of sense some things about other people or about them, that Harold was even enough to kind of ask him, yo, how do I get out of here? Where do I go to Elbaf? And then Rocks gave him directions, right? But you saw how he tried to recruit Harold was more of this charisma, similar to what Roger kind of has, right? But I think the reason he goes into Davy back fights, I believe Rocks could possibly even try this first. He tries to get them with this idea, or maybe sometimes afterwards, right? Because even Stussy said it. Yes, but his plan is actually appealing to it. It has appeal to it. So even though they may not agree with everything Rocks does, his ideas about certain things and his plan, they're like, I'm gonna go along with it. They actually like it. So I think Rocks actually has this charisma about him, and then when he doesn't, he isn't fully convinced them, he goes, you know what? Let's make a deal. If I win this Davy back fight, you join my crew and you follow me with my idea, right? And they're like, and since they don't think it's a bad idea in the first place, they were like, why not? So I think it's more of that way. It's a different way of using your charm or charisma than exactly fear. And it's probably some fear things you can't not recognize Rocks' strength, but I don't think he's playing it to his crew wise, because that's not necessarily how you're going to get them to really go along with everything you want to do, especially with Conquerors. Because fear with Conquerors, that's just not going to work, right? And you try to control them, they're going to clash back at you. So I think Roger played to his charisma, to his strengths in that way.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think it would be nice though that Whitebeard stayed on the ship because of Rocks' strength, but also because what if Rocks was trying to take people from their crews to live a better lifestyle? And then that kind of brought that family aspect to Whitebeard's eyes. And it was like, oh, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Bringing all these people together.
Yeah, that's so nice of you.
Yeah, but Anthony, we gotta get to some more calls, but we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
Yeah, man, y'all guys rock, man. I've been I've been here since episode 95 when Larry came out with that 3-piece suit for kid's funeral. I've been
crazy.
a caller as well. I've been a caller. I don't got the squeaky chair. I'm in my car, but
thank you, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate
it's
y'all.
Anthony, bro.
Hey, you the one that dropped the chicken on the floor?
Bro, hell yeah.
That's crazy you remember that.
Listen,
I ate it. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, we're gonna try to get to more calls in general. I gotta propose an idea to Larry, but we're gonna try to make this more a recurring thing for the pod. But good to hear from you. Man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you too. Y'all keep rocking. Love y'all.
Love you too, man.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you later.
Dang. All right. Next up is Zerxbys. Oh nah. All right, Zerxbys, you there?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up, man?
How y'all doing? I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, man. What's up?
I ain't gonna lie. I just want to say, y'all doing good, but I gotta defend Sebastian, y'all. Y'all keep ganging up on my man. Like, I don't understand why Katakuri gets so much glaze. Like,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all go into the chapter, if y'all go from 0 to now, he is the worst Conquerors Haki user in the whole show.
You do know there's Kid, right?
And Dong Cha.
Get to that.
And Dong Cha.
I could talk about Kid too, but Katakuri, let's just say this. He's 49 years old. And he does not have ACOP.
It's true.
Y'all keep talking about Ryu and observation Haki. That's not going to do the job to King. That's not going to do the job to Blackbeard. But I'm freezing up. Oh my God.
No, we can hear you. Letting you rock, man. Go ahead.
Like, I'm just saying, like, so I just want to go over all the Conquerors Haki users. We have Zhao Jinzhao, whatever his name, Sengoku, Garp, Ace, Roger, pretty much everybody from the old era. They all fought each other, each fought Conquerors Haki users in order to obtain ACOP. All of them has had ACOP by the time they're 40.
Ace didn't.
We can clearly see that in today's era, how Luffy and Zoro unlocked ACOP by fighting multiple Conquerors Haki users. So if you're 49 and before you fought Luffy, you had an undefeated record with no ACOP, how can I say you fought plenty of Conquerors users? How can we not say that title, an undefeated record, is a disgrace compared to like the strongest world titles or Mihawk's title?
He low key spit to me, but yeah, I know me. I'm the
But we're not.
I'm the cat hater.
But we're not putting Cat on Mihawk's level though.
Of the original, this is my last thing because I know y'all got other calls. Of the original 4 YC1s, he is the weakest. Unless you want to say Marco's below him, but he's not beating Ben Beckman. He's the only one closest to his Yonko counterpart, so we don't need to talk about Ben. King, Katakuri does not have ACOC, so he's not hurting King.
Neither is Marco.
And Marco, okay, you're right. But I just want to say, what's better, losing to a 300 billion 28 hour? Going 28 hours versus a 300 billion man, or going 3 days and 3 nights versus the Roger crew pirates. What's better? Fighting off 2 billion berries Yonko's men while making sure Chopper and everybody else don't die from the Ice Oni. Love you, Serena. I'm sorry. Like, cause I'm talking to you. What's your name? I'm sorry, Law, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my name.
So do you realize, like, after we saw Marco got tired out, Chopper and them almost died like the ice on him was about to spread. And I'm going to end it off like this. Like Sebastian said, it's about context and consistency throughout the story. If he were to use Haki to drain his energy more, and he tires out quicker, Chopper's dead. Everybody else affected by the ice Oni is dead. Why is that important? Because Law and Beppo wouldn't escape if Chopper's dead. Chopper right now trying to figure out how to defeat the Holy Knights would not have happened if Marco wasn't more of a support character versus trying to fight. He was there to help them beat the Beast Pirates and Big Mom Pirates, not there to be a fighter. He did his job. That's all I'm gonna say.
Zerxy, we appreciate you, man. Well said, Lawrence. I don't know if you have a rebuttal, but we do gotta get the other callers. But I just want to say, man, I appreciate you holding it down for me, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you. I just want to add, not a rebuttal, but I like how you said that Marco wasn't a fighter; he was a support character. I thank you for the call because you recognize his role. He wasn't supposed to be up there.
No, I was saying he wasn't. He wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, right. You're right.
So if he entered Queen or King, and King or Sanji and Zoro defeated them, are we gonna say, "Oh, that was a nice dub," or Marco softened them up for them?
Mm. Yeah, you had it right. You said Marco's best role is a support character. That's as far as he goes, right?
Oh, the wild he won. So I don't get it, but I understand.
Sergi, have a great night, bro.
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
Y'all too. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, same, bro.
He said that's my son. I'm dead. All right, next up is DX Black 1607. Black, come on down. Black, you there?
And I'm black, y'all.
Yo, Sundays in the chat. What up, Sundays? Yo, Black, you
what
there?
What up, Sundays?
Black, we can't hear you if you're talking, man. Black going once. I'll drop you in a second.
Don't shoot! That man's not black.
That's crazy.
Black going once. Black going twice.
Damn.
Sorry, man. We'll check back. Next up, Matt. Although it says you're deafened, man. I don't know. It's not looking too good. Oh, Matt, you there?
Hello.
How's
Hey,
it going?
what's up, Maddie?
Hello.
What's up, bro?
What up, man?
Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. How do I make y'all speaker? My bad.
Lock in, Matt.
Take your shirt off.
Lock in, Doc.
Got you. All right, I hear you. Okay. What's up, guys?
What's
My
up?
bad. This is my first time doing this. I'm like super hyped.
It's okay. Thank you for calling.
So I got a weird theory that I just thought I'd propose. Because I've been thinking a lot about, like, you know, Emu kind of doing crazy stuff that, like, no one so far before or after, like, has been in, like, flashbacks and such has been able to do. And, like, I think about, like, how that might be, you know, like a different power system. And, like, I can't like put too many examples to it because we haven't seen it, but it just seems like I just wonder what y'all thought about that. Like, is it a new power system or is it not?
You want to go there?
I don't think it's a new power system. I think it's simple, the better. I think it's just something that we haven't discovered yet that he has the ability of. That's it.
Yeah, to me.
Okay,
Because he's still using Haki.
Yeah.
Like, if he wasn't using Haki, then I'd be like, alright, yo, maybe this is a new power system, right? But since Haki is being, you know, used, Emu's a regular person, bro. They just have a special power.
Yeah, I think it's Haki in conjunction with some Hack's Devil Fruit.
Yeah.
Which, that's the point, right? Like, of all these gods or fake gods that we've gotten into this show, they're normal people that abuse special powers that they have to put themselves in a crazy position. We've read that story 1,000 times already in One Piece.
Yeah.
Like, Enel is a normal, regular Birkin. You know what I'm saying? And Doflamingo was a normal celestial dragon human. Like, Emu was gonna follow that same trait of being a normal person that elevated themselves to a higher level of power simply because they had either a Hax Delfruit or Hax Haki or both.
Or a special bloodline or race.
But either way, like, even those people, like the D-Clan members seem to be human and like, they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they special, or are they just people that have risen up and done stuff over time?
Well, so here's kind of, like, I kind of have, like, some examples, like, just little ones. Because, like, the one thing that gets me, and, like, I've been shouting this out with, like, everybody I talk to about One Piece, is that Garling aged. So, like Figureland Garling as a Holy Knight is, like, I don't remember his exact age, but then Figureland Garling as a Gorosei is, like, old, right? But we've seen that the Gorosei and the Holy Knights both have kind of this, like, immortality, invulnerability sort of situation thingy going on. It's not, like, impervious to some sort of Haki attack, but it's not like, you know, you could get smacked up and cut in half and all that and just kind of come back. So, like, that kind of makes me think that there's, like, levels to it, you know, like, levels to this sort of servitude commandment thing that Emu's using on individuals to grant them this power. And then my other thought is, like, the reason that, like, I kind of disagree with the idea that Emu has a devil fruit, because Emu is a, like, being that survived for this long. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm a believer that Emu is the same person that was dealing with Nefertari D. Lily during the Void Century. So that means that, like, because of that, like, they're somehow able to survive for this long, which makes me think that they're drawing from a system or a power or, like, something other than a Haki or a devil fruit, because we've never seen anything like that so far in the show. Like, nothing. I mean, like, okay, the doc from Drum, but like Corinna, I think I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like, she's old, and we've seen old people, but we haven't seen, like, anybody doing anything like this so far. So that's why it's like, I sit there and I'm like, okay, so there are levels to what they're able to do with this power. They're dumb old. And does that just mean that, like, their will has been cultivated for that long? Or does that mean that they have some sort of Hawk's devil fruit that, like, just allows them to, you know, just wipe any sense of a power system out of the water?
Okay. So I will say it is possible that it is a different power system, right? It is, maybe he's drawing from something, like you're saying, some other power source that's allowing for this. But him being alive, Emu being alive to this long, could also be explained by a Devil Fruit. There is Law's immortality surgery that he could perform that may have been performed on Emu. I think that's been theorized by most of the community at this point. It could be another Devil Fruit entirely that does allow you to survive longer by, you know, latching yourself onto others and taking their life forces and things like that. Like, how long could Big Mom survive with her soul ability? I don't know, right? But technically, those things can still be explained via Devil Fruits or Haki. It's just, we just don't know what it is that Emu has at this point. Again, you could be right. It could be a completely different power system. I just don't know that we, as a reading community, gain if Oda was to completely shift what we've been reading all this time to be like, yeah, at the very end, like, were they not using chakra at the end of Naruto? Like, they didn't change from chakra to some other abilities, right? Like, I don't know anyone's ever done that for real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm scared of. Like, I'm scared of the Naruto finish, because for me that was like they just brought in the idea that it was all like aliens.
But they were still, like, using chakra though. Like, the power system was still the same. It was just where it derived from got a little wonky, right? But, like, they were still using chakra. So to me, it'll still be Haki. It'll still be Devil Fruits. It's just how you utilize it and how far you can go with those things. But that, again, that's me.
Yeah, like, I kind of feel like it's like Sage mode. Like, Emu's got Sage mode, where he's just able to tap into something. Like, yeah, like, maybe it is still hockey based, but it's like there's got to be something else. And like I feel like the show could use, or the manga. Sorry, I'm an anime watcher first, and then I got into the book. Like it could use something like that. I think that anybody could necessarily like take. Like it's not like a single entity that's got this power. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I kind of believe what Emu is, right? We're getting an example of. I made also earlier on in the show a comparison to like him and Luffy. We think of what Luffy is, right? But also too, so I think Emu's gonna have, or has to have, some at this point, a mythical ability, right? One of the great mythical ability that it's gonna have to rival like Nika's ability, right? And then I do believe also too that he has the, I don't know if it's the operation, but he has the immortality, but through the operation or what? But now think about that. For all we know, like we heard people mention like Zoro or whatever, or even Law, the overuse of Haki can like take you out or weaken you, make you sick, whatever, right? Law mentioned to Luffy he's overusing his Haki, and that's speaking from a doctor perspective. Zoro thought if I use as much Haki, it will kill me, right? But if you take away all the negative side effects from overusing your Haki, where you could just use it as much as you want for, now we say, 800 plus years, how much your Haki would be able to grow in that aspect, right? That's kind of what Emu is. So now you have this person who has grown so much with his Haki without any side effect of down back to him, like Luffy getting weaker, shrinking, and all that stuff. No effect at all. You're just able to grow with your Haki to this crazy level, Emu, plus an ancient mythical ability, right? And then you're able to awaken that, and then we get Kaido saying, when your mind and body catch up to your ability. But what if you go even surpass that? Your body, your mind sync with this ability perfectly. Emu, because he's probably had this ability for, again, 800 plus years or so. So now you have all this growth with this Haki, his ability, and everything else. We see it to a whole new level. And plus, probably he's going to be like Luffy, as in Luffy's part of the D-Clan. That, not sacred, but like that, that lineage factor. Emu's probably going to be that, but plus more, because Luffy's kind of, we see that example of that Luffy fighting Kaido, who's an Oni, who's a dragon, and all that stuff. So Emu's going to be the compass of all of that, plus more, because he's going to have time where no side effect will be affecting him, because he can't pass. He can't get sick. He's not going to fall to that. So how much you could actually grow with this, that's what Emu is going to be. That's why his power is looking so bizarre, so crazy, so out of this, like, what are you able to do with it? Because he's had 800 plus years to actually grow with it, nurture it, and perfect it to this level.
Yeah, like Luffy could theoretically do way more with Gear 5, I think.
Right.
Because like the whole idea is like his imagination, but we haven't really seen whether or not like that could be a permanent fix. You know what I mean? Like it kind of makes me think of like Awakening, and how that environment doesn't necessarily like change with Logia's, or anything like that. Like you can have Punk Hazard stay Punk Hazard even after Kuzan and Aokiji left. Like that all like becomes a reality. And with Luffy, it's his imagination kind of becoming reality. So like, I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. And then I wanted to add this because I've been milling this one over. But like, we see how, I know I don't know if I'm running over or whatever.
Oh, you are.
I'm sorry if I am. Like, I've been thinking about this, and like, I think it would be kind of funny if this is the case. But like, you see how Emu has kind of like taken over Gunko's body, and like presumably could probably use the Abyss to come in person. And like that, use that teleportation system. So I'm just wondering, also, they live on the Red Line, which is like way above the sea. I'm just wondering if like, bro, like can't swim, or like if he has like, like seasickness, like if he just has like crazy seasickness, and for like 800 years, he was like, I'm just never going nowhere. I'm going to figure out a whole way to move around the world, like, and never have to go on a boat, Like, I don't know, that shit just made me laugh. I just kept thinking, like, that would be an Oda-esque twist, with Gear 5 being so goofy and stuff, too.
If Emu couldn't swim and they black, Oda mad racist, bro.
Relax.
Oda is mad racist, bro.
Bro,
That's racist.
every
bro.
Devil Fruit user can't swim.
Nah,
That
bro.
doesn't count,
Nah,
man.
bro, that's crazy, bro.
Now, if he did all this
Bro, I did
because he
not
can't
mean it
swim,
like
that's
that.
different.
I literally did not think of it like that once.
Nah,
That's
bro, that's crazy. That's what I heard.
He's like actively flooding the world, right?
Right. I mean,
The negligent.
Matt, we do got to drop you there. We got to get another call in, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. That was dope.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Talk to you later.
Have a good night.
Hell yeah, have a good one.
Good one.
They say you sound like young Zuko. That's so funny, bro.
I heard it too.
I did
a little
too.
bit.
Yeah,
Bars.
he does sound like Zuko a little bit.
Yo, why is this not working?
It's Dante Bosco. That's
Yeah.
the actor's name.
You got this big
It's
dog.
not working. Hold up,
Big Daddy Seb.
bro.
You got
Bro.
this, Seb.
Bruh, no way.
Seb.
What is happening?
It's not letting me drag him. Hold up,
You need a mouse, man.
bro.
It's because you got these little chubby fingers.
Yo, one of y'all leave, bro. One of y'all leave.
Let me see it, bro. Let me
No, I
just
got it.
do
I got it. It don't matter. I bet. Trent, my guy.
What up, Trent?
What up,
Yo,
bro?
guys.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on?
How y'all been?
We doing all right.
Good, man. I keep getting to the yelling matches. I gotta chill out. I'm the problem. I'm the problem, y'all. It's on me.
Hey, look. I don't know what somebody was talking about earlier about, I'm not going to say names, but about Katakuri being the worst. But, we're as conquerors, but we're not going to get into that. All right.
Yeah.
Even I
Of
didn't
course,
agree
y'all
with
know
that
I
one.
got to come. We're all right. Funny enough, though, I had a battle that I want to give y'all.
Okay.
They're all in their primes, just to go ahead and put that out there. And funny enough, it's Shanks, Zoro, Kat, and Aokiji versus Kaido, Fuji, King, and Ben Beckman.
First team.
Run that first team back
Just
for me
because
again.
Ben Beckman on the second one. We
Oh,
don't know
God.
nothing. We don't know nothing.
Run that first team back. Run both teams back for me real quick. My bad.
You said Shanks.
Shanks, Zoro, Kat, Aokiji versus Kaido, Fuji, King, and Ben Beckman.
Oh man, I hate y'all when y'all do these 4v4s, man. I gotta do specific matchups and stuff.
I'm having a Tolkien battle right now in my head.
Shanks
one of
versus
these.
Kaido. And then
Fuji versus Zoro.
That leaves Ben. I was thinking y'all would probably put Ben Beckman versus Aokiji.
I don't know what he doing, bro.
I was gonna put him on Cat, personally, but I'm cheating.
Oh, word.
Get
I'm not
Cat
gonna lie.
back up. That's me. Oh man, all right, Shanks, Zoro,
It's first team. It's unfair to say second team.
Aokiji, and Cat versus Kaido. I'm putting a poll up. I really don't know. Kaido, Ben,
Fuji.
Fujitora, and who?
King and Ben
And
Beckman.
King. Okay, I was trying to remember who that other fourth person was. All right, I'll put the poll up, man. The poll will decide my answer because I really can't think right now. I'm trying to gauge.
That's crazy.
I'm listen. I'm crowdsourcing right now. Crowdsourcing.
Okay. Let's see.
Who got more conquerors? The one on the top got more conquerors. I'll go with that one. Yeah, team one. There you go. Cat got a W. There you go. I'm cheating now. Yeah, I'm going first team. See more from them. They got more Conquerors hockey users. Unless Ben is like really comparable to Shanks. Like I don't know.
I believe Ben's gonna be a conqueror. I'm calling it. I've been called it, but
Nah, I will say I have Aokiji over Fujitora. Cat and King is kind of depends on the day.
So
honestly.
then, do you
and then
think
Zoro not being Ben, right? Is he? He shouldn't
That's
be.
what I was
right?
saying. I didn't think Zoro's beating Ben though. Right now,
right now,
I'm gonna just be real.
yeah, we see nothing for Ben, but being Shanks' right-hand man, and I believe he's a conqueror, like how the status that Ben should be at strength-wise, Zoro shouldn't. But
you can always just put Zoro on King, and then have somebody else fight, like Cat fight Ben, right? And then I mean, I don't think he wins that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting a dub that you already know exists. You know what I'm saying? With Zoro versus King. Then it's Aokiji versus
honestly,
Fujitora. I
think you're better putting Aokiji, just to make it even, Aokiji versus Ben and Cat versus Fuji.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he Shanks Kaido...
I feel you. To me, I don't think Cat got smoked for Fujitora. But that's me. I know I don't be ranking Cat that high.
See, the thing is, right? There's two people on each team that no matter who they go against, they're gonna lose, and that is Cat and King.
They should be fighting each other then. You know what I'm saying? It's just then it becomes a whole other thing. I don't know. I got team 1 though, because I do have Shanks over Kaido, so that kind of
you do Cat King, Zoro versus Fuji, and then
Aokiji versus Ben. That's probably the most even way to do it.
Yeah.
But then it comes down to who you got, King versus Cat. Cat is the conqueror with the observation and the awakening. King has the physical advantage. I don't know. I just want to say speed. And then Flame is,
future sight,
it's a benefit versus Mochi. I don't know. We've had the Cat versus King
what do y'all
conversation
think
before.
about? But the big question is the Shanks versus Kaido fight.
I have Shanks, but I have an extreme diff.
Yeah, same.
But if Larry's argued Kaido would win before, he's argued opposite. So
Shanks. So I got Shanks.
I was about to say, I don't know.
Beckham, and then we did Ben Beckham.
Like
Ben Beckham over Aokiji. Then I got Zoro over Fuji.
Yeah.
And then so right now it's 2-1, and then Cat versus Albert.
I feel like recency bias is always gonna have Shanks win the Kaido matchup, but I'm saying he wins anyway. But I feel like even in a poll like this, it's like automatically a Shanks win. I feel like every time we do this,
this might end in a draw.
Ain't no draws, man.
So then I
feel like Kaido beats. For some reason, I feel like Kaido may beat Shanks.
He might. Listen, it's closer than people gonna act like it is. It's like they treat it like Kaido definitely just beat Shanks. Definitely just beats Kaido. I don't like that. See, we getting Kaido. Oh, Kaido's waxing Shanks. I don't believe that either.
Nah,
that's not happening. But,
nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The only one I'm stuck on is Cat versus Albert.
They relative, bro.
Only because it's the main thing is like the durability.
I will say
that
I agree with Seb. I don't know if the hitting does he pack the punch is a factor.
The thing
I feel like it is a factor.
With Cat and King, he has the observation Haki to see, like he'll figure out the flame thing, and then it becomes, does he hit hard enough to put him down when the flames are off? And he can react quick enough, right? So then it comes down to how you feel about Cat's pop, and I've argued he don't got it. And King has survived a lot of attacks from Zoro, even flame off. I don't say a lot, but a couple of them. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Larry, you've been oddly silent here, man. What's up?
Nah, I said the first team.
Yeah, that's the last. I was wondering.
Yes, Nah, I said the first team.
It is looking like
I was
the first
wondering.
team.
I thought something.
It's 3 conquerors versus 1.
Yeah.
And overall, if the first team ends up winning 3 of the fights, they still got to fight Kaido.
I mean, jumping.
That's
Kaido
the problem.
I just think that, I've always said it. Shanks could be an offensive monster, but how many attacks? How many attacks can he take from Kaido?
Mm-hmm.
That's the real question. He could be a glass cannon, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll see.
So he's gonna have to rely with Zoro helping him out. And
Zoro gonna be preoccupied. Zoro isn't easily beating any of these guys.
I just don't believe in the Ben hype.
He
right
is
now.
not easily beating Fuji.
I don't have my stocks high on Ben.
I don't think he even beats Ben.
I don't
think Zoro beats Ben.
I don't think we're supposed to view Zoro above Ben yet. Yeah.
Ben ain't do nothing, bro.
That's why I had Ben winning his bout.
And Admiral had no
hey man,
no sway of saying, hey,
Hands
You
was
better
up.
not do nothing else, Kizaru. And then Kizaru was like, my bad, yo, and just decided to go off anyway, and Ben did nothing.
Them hands was up, man.
I just feel like, yo, like he, unless he has observation Haki on par with Shanks to know that none of the light bullets that was going to be shot at Luffy's submarine with Law in it was going to hit, then that's cool. Then I could accept that. But for right now, he just looks like a dude that, like, literally put pressure on somebody and they were just like, nah.
Hold on, but we do have
Bro,
in this,
hold on, Larry.
He shut off Kid's arm at
Hold
Whole
on,
Cake.
Larry.
hold on.
Kid is not impressive.
But we have in the story them saying that the red hair pirates are unique in that all the top guys are heavy hitters because the people they're protecting are weaker.
Yeah.
And they had that. They said that.
And then the Gorosei said that also the only person that could beat possibly Blackbeard at the time of Marineford was Big Mom.
No, that's not what they said. They said the only people that could stop Blackbeard's reign of terror in the New World would be the 4 Yonko, which they said, and of the other 3 Yonko, and possibly Marco. That's what they said, and the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates.
Forget about Marco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying like the Marco situation was wrong too. By a long
But
shot.
they said
trash. Like, come on.
Yeah,
What'd you
Marco's
say?
bad,
What'd you
bro.
say? What'd you say?
Marco sucks.
Yeah, I preferred the one you said before that, but go ahead. You said Marco's trash. But those, I'd rather have other people say it, so I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Thank you, bro.
I got you.
But Trent,
don't worry.
we do got to get back to Super Chat, so we probably have to call it there. But it looks like Team 1 won the poll, so Team Shanks won.
Well, I did want to let y'all know thank you for everything y'all do, and I'm sorry I haven't been sending my Larry tags.
Nah, don't be sorry,
working on my
bro.
own channel.
Hey, let's get
And
it.
I worked on my own channel, and I just hit 3.5K.
Hey,
So,
yo,
let's go.
I have your notifications on my my phone. I be getting them, man. I be seeing you do your thing,
Yeah,
bro.
thanks.
You be playing 2K and all that.
Thanks. Seb, you gotta step up, bro.
Congrats,
I'm
man.
trying.
Word.
Right,
But,
Trent, we'll
thank
let you
y'all
go,
so
man.
much.
I know you got work.
All right.
All right.
See you later, Trent.
There you go. That's sure.
All right, man.
All right.
All right. It looked like we had like 40 or so left. Do you want to do calls again?
40 or so?
Yeah.
No, let's do like 2 more calls.
Okay. I have to put the
40,
thing up
we have
again.
30. It's 28.
I read it wrong, man.
There's like 32 minutes left.
Just pick somebody that hasn't gone yet.
All right. Yeah.
You
Who
can try
have we
what's his
not
name? You
heard
can try
from?
Black again.
Nah, man. So, we'll go Ace Donut. He's the first one here. Ace, you there?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
How are you?
Hello?
Did we lose him? Ace, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, hi. It's my first time calling.
Okay.
I'm a little excited.
It's okay.
Nice to have you.
I have been thinking about what if Blackbeard is actually Rox Diesebag's grandson, and because he has to be a baby when Rox died, and maybe the child, Rox's son, had Blackbeard and influenced him becoming obsessed with the legacy of Rox Diesebag, and then he became then he had the Yami Yami no Mi and pursued to be something big in the One Piece verse, and with the age, it would be really, it would fit with the ages, because Rox Diesebag died 38 years ago, and he could have had a child, maybe when he's 20, and the child would have been at God Valley like 20 to 30 years old, and that would fit with the theory that that Blackbeard is his grandson then.
Well, the chapter said that it was his son directly. I mean, it could be a mistranslation. It could be Oda teasing us with inaccurate information. But the timeline-wise, you could definitely sire a child at however old that Rox would have been at that time, right? Like, I don't know how old he actually is, but I don't know. I never thought that he could be like his grandfather. Like, I think a lot of people would just have kids in that time frame. Just probably wasn't really in Blackbeard's life. I haven't even remotely thought of it. So who would be the dad? Who would be the dad or mom?
Actually, there are like some people who would fit like the ages, but I don't think it's any of them. Like Shiki, he would have been also like 70 years old. But I don't think he is the father. And there are like a couple of characters that like from the age would fit, but I don't think they would be like the father or the mother of Blackbeard. Because also like we can see with Luffy that he actually looks a lot more like Garp than Dragon. And that could also like fit that Blackbeard looks a lot more like Rocks than his actually parents. So yeah.
That was a little what Lionel kind of subscribed to. Lionel wanted heavily, for Dragon to be Rox's son. So Luffy was part of on both ends, be the D-Clan, but through Garp and through Rox's lineage. Mm-hmm. But then if going by that would also make Dragon also Blackbeard's. No, it had to be it. Blackbeard's father as well. And I don't know.
Why not? At least he'll have some type of relevance in the story.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's interesting. I haven't heard anybody say that yet. So, Ace, appreciate the call.
Yeah, thank you, Ace.
Thank you for listening.
No, of course. Of course.
I'm glad I could call today.
Yes. Where are you from? I hear an accent.
I'm from Austria.
Ah, okay.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, like
Jeez.
to sleep, and
wow.
I wanted to be part of the live stream because I never had the time to be like with on the live stream. I listen on Spotify most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Shout out to Austria.
Yeah.
What's the best food to eat in Austria? What kind of like?
I think schnitzel. That's like the typical Austrian food. But also something sweet is Kaiserschmarrn.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking these up now.
That's like typical Austrian food.
It's
but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one that she.
Yeah, this one and this
yeah.
one. Okay.
Do the Kaiser? I don't know how to say that. Kaiserschmarrn.
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 Okay.
What's
your favorite dish? What's your favorite dish? Like, what do you like to eat from there?
From Austria, I really like Kaiserschmarrn. Like it's something sweet.
We gotta try that.
I have like a sweet tooth.
Yeah, same. We gotta try that.
But I also like sauerkraut. It's like cabbage that was pickled. I don't know how to say it. Like.
No, we have it on hot dogs.
That's also like one of my favorite foods.
Yeah. Wait, you eat the sauerkraut straight up?
Yeah, just like you would eat pickles.
Okay.
Snack.
Yeah, I'm not a big sauerkraut guy. So
yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
pass
really
on that.
good.
Me and Lawrence.
It's probably different in Austria.
Me and Lawrence, when we played football, we used to drink pickle juice to stop cramps.
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
We were a little gross.
Uh-huh.
But thank you so much, Ace. It was a pleasure hearing from you, and thank you for staying up for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing Ace is your favorite character?
No problem. Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Oh, Ace D Donut.
See?
It's not that.
Person of culture. Who doesn't love Ace?
Sebastian.
Yeah,
I love
Sebastian.
Ace. I just love that he's gone.
Wait, Ace, who's your favorite on the pod?
I'm. I think I
Why you do this?
I shouldn't be answering that question. I don't want to like.
You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Answer.
I want to know. Is
No,
it Lawrence?
I really like everybody.
Oh.
You have like the most heated arguments and discussion. I just enjoy listening to like
It's
you
low-key
talking
Lionel.
about all
It's
the
Lionel.
different
It's Lionel.
things and
Yeah.
That would have been the easy. I'd have just said Lionel.
Yeah.
He's not here.
Because he's not here. He's never here.
Oh, man.
but like Sebastian, I always like it when you are so heated up like before. Like you the arguments that you brought and the discussion you had is just it's so funny to me and I enjoy it.
Aww. That's so cute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Spotify
bro.
also and yeah.
People love you, Sebastian.
Listen, man. On Spotify too, apparently.
Yeah, bro. So huggable.
Ace, have a good night. Get some
Have a
sleep.
good night,
Yeah,
Ace.
thank you for calling.
Okay then. Bye bye.
Bye
Have a
bye.
nice stream.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We could probably do one more, you said, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put Taku in here, just to hear a familiar voice, man. Taku,
Talk.
what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that audible.
Hey, what's going on?
That audible chocolate. What's
I'm
up,
trying my
Talk?
best for you. I'm putting on my best voice.
What's up?
How are you
man?
guys doing?
I'm good, man. We're good. I feel like it's been a fun stream. It's so fun.
I know. I saw Larry cheesing so hard.
Really ask who her favorite one of the pod was. What's wrong with you?
Why not?
Come on.
Can I
Yeah, that was
ask?
kind of crazy.
It's 2
I would've-
a.m. for her, man.
I would have said Lawrence.
We all have our strengths.
I'm not gonna lie. Pretty crazy behavior. But right.
Wild behavior.
So I got a theory that I told Seb already, but I figured I would send, if I got in on calls, I would come on and tell you guys about this theory. So let me spit something for you. So in chapter 1153, we see that it takes place a certain panel where they're traveling to Wano. Harold is 81 years from the current story. So we get that panel, and it seems kind of like a throwaway panel, but it could have meant so much more. You see, 81 years ago, there was a specific event going on with Wano that could have altered the One Piece world forever. The Shogun at the time could not produce an heir to the throne. The Kozuki looked like they weren't going to be able to make it. Thus, a daimyo was going to succeed the throne instead. This was when the Korizumi launched their plot to poison all the other daimyo and seize the title of Shogun. What if, at that time, Harold went to Wano and met with the Shogun and proposed a trade? The giants of Elbaf offered their food, rich in nutrients, and able to give revitalizing power to the one who eats it. For sea stone, which they would hold on to be used to imprison those who have powers. The food was eaten by the Shogun, and it brought him much strength, and it also revitalized him enough so that way he could produce an heir. This would then become known as Sukiyaki. So he made it possible for the shogun at the time to maintain power and produce the heir. And then, so once that happened, he was able to maintain his right as shogun, and they were able to basically pursue the Kurozumi for the crimes that they had committed. But the thing that matches up so incredibly well with this theory is the fact that Sukiyaki is 81 years old from our current story. So the timeline matches up perfectly. This power gained from the food of Elbaf that the shogun ate and then produced Sukiyaki would then go on to become even stronger. And that is why Odin became the monster that he was. Basically giving the durability and strength of a giant to regular people. And that is also why Momonosuke will be of that same stature and that same strength when he comes of age. Now he's obviously, a 7-year-old in like a 28-year-old's body. So he hasn't quite hit that yet. But not only did that trade alter the history of Wano, but it also altered the history of Elbaf. Because once Elbaf got the sea stone handcuffs, they would later be used to shackle Loki and keep him at bay in the underworld. This whole trade that Harold had started, because of going to all these different countries, truly has altered the history in such an incredible way because of the fact that Odin would have never gone with Roger. He would have never read the poneglyphs and never become Pirate King. This is truly a moment in One Piece history, even though it is such a small panel, that could have changed everything. What do you guys think?
I think that Harold ended up giving the Shogun some zinc. Bro was shooting ropes.
He gave him that Elbaf blue chew.
Oh my god!
I had him shooting at the walls.
Taku told me this theory already. I already told him how much I love it. I did want you guys to hear it too.
Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one.
Yeah. I wish Lionel was here for it. I feel like he would really like that one.
No, I like it too because the timeline adds up and it plays well together because, like you said, it puts Oda's storyline into another circle, like full circle, as in why the history matters and going into that, and how we see the fact that we're getting a lot of like Harold's training and why he's just viewed as this great, king, and him going around the world, that it actually started affecting other like nations, because we've seen him reach Shandoria, we've seen him reach Wano. He actually played a bigger role than what we seem to be. Just his story and that side of it. To me, that's awesome. Hopefully, Oda does make that real. Like your theory's right on point. That'll be dope. I do like your theory a lot.
Yeah, I like it too. I ain't got no pushback.
It's dope, right? I was so hyped when I read it. I was like, what?
Everything connects.
And I love like Lawrence was talking about, like the interaction between the nations. Like we hear what Harold is doing, but we don't really see outside of that one moment where they absolutely needed them. But if he has this impact on Wano, he could have impacts like that for any other nation. You gotta go through the timeline. That's why I wish Lano was here. What else was happening that long ago?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That he was doing this stuff. So I don't know. It could be really, really dope. And I've already said, like, we had the theory about Dory and Bragi, like, got weaker because they weren't on Elbaf eating the natural food that they're supposed to eat. Like, this helps encourage that theory a little bit more too. So Taco, I love it, bro. Keep grinding, keep doing it, man.
Yeah, and it also too that the way you put it in there, Taku. Sorry, it makes Oda's world building more real to me. The way you explained it, Naritaku.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Taco, we gotta get super chats.
I've been trying. Okay, my bad.
No,
I've been trying to theory craft here and there, but I got the baby on the way.
Yeah. Listen, when does that due?
It's at the end of October.
Okay. We gotta.
So,
Hajrudin was born 81 years ago.
Yeah, man. You putting a D in that middle initial? What's up?
Yeah, actually.
I bet.
So her name will be Noelle Drew.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
Well, Noah.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. But all right, Taku, we got to drop so we get the super chats. But keep grinding, man, as always. And anytime you want to collab, let me know, bro. I got a better setup now, so I can start streaming Dolo. So hit me up.
All right. Word. I will, definitely. Me and NYC Anime Nerd and Broker have been going live like every Wednesday and doing theory crafts and stuff like that. That's actually what made this theory spark. Was we were just talking, and all of a sudden I started looking stuff up, and all of a sudden I was like, yo, Sukiyaki's 81 years old, and it just lined up perfectly.
That's how it goes, man. Shout out to Broker, shout out to Nerd. Follow all the guys if y'all can. Subscribe, hit that like button. But Taku, have a good night, man.
Have a good one, Taku.
Yeah, you guys too. Have a great stream. You guys are killing it.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
See ya.
All right, that's all the calls, guys. Definitely follow Nerd Taku and NYC Anime Nerd. I believe he was a collaborator on that theory, as Taku said. We're going to get back to Super Chats. We're going to speed run some of these because we don't have too much time left. Although computer's running a little slow. Might need you to back up.
Hajrudin got to be like around 30 something, right? 81, 45 was 15.
Then you got to add the fortune cookie.
Cookie's fortune?
The cookie's fortune.
My bad. It should be loaded up now. All right, my bad. All right, we're going to get back to Super Chats. Like I said, we're going to speed run some of these because we don't have too much time. But we got 12 from Don Pablo. It says, yo, since you've rebranded to TOPT, are there any plans on doing any other anime/manga focused streams that aren't One Piece? Maybe Hunter x Hunter or Dragon Ball?
Yeah, there's a lot of plans still in motion. I just got to get out of the editing process. We haven't hired an editor, so it just takes me a ton of time to edit all the things that we have going on and then to post them. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's really the only thing that's holding us back right now. Once we reach a level where I don't have to edit so much, I could focus on other things. That's the truth. That's really the truth. I've had tons of ideas for a long time. It's just I can't do anything about that.
We got another 2 from JT. It says, not gonna lie, 28-year-old Shanks is spanking old Whitebeard, so Mihawk def is. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
28-year-old?
28-year-old Shanks was...
You mean 39? No, yeah.
He said 28, which the one that lost his arm to the Sea King. Yeah, that one. I just don't agree. Another 10 from Mikey D. Luffy. Will Luffy get another gear? Most Zoans have 3 forms: human form, gears 1 through 4, hybrid form, gear 5, and a full Zoan form, which would be Luffy's gear 6. And if so, what do you think it would be? Nika himself? There's 6 gears in the car shift, right? So I always assumed that Luffy would get a 6th gear. What it could be? Me and Larry had a joke about it when we were riding to the pop-up shop the other day, about him turning into Mr. Game & Watch if he lost his mind or something to the Awakening. I don't know. I don't have any good ideas, personally.
I've never thought of Gear 5th as like the hybrid form of his ability. Mm-hmm. That would be crazy if there's like a full-on... I don't know how that would look. But to me, I don't think there is.
Yeah.
Because everyone's recognizing this form of all the forms, you know? Mm-hmm. So...
Mm. We got another 20 from the Link Tales, I think. I can't say what it says. It says, you guys have to the Akainu hype. He got humbled by a dying old man, murked Ace by mistake, and barely beat Kuzan. He's never beaten anyone important. His heart failed to knock down a fishman. He maxes out at Sanji level. That is the worst super chat I've ever read. I mean that. Genuinely. I mean that. Especially that last part. That's terrible, bro.
I mean, Sanji should surpass him.
Eventually, sure, maybe one day. Right now, no.
I don't think he meant now. That's crazy.
See, I'm a rocks glazer, and I hype rocks to the max. But you gotta understand that Akainu is Sebastian's equivalent of my rocks.
I love Akainu.
Yo, he loves Akainu.
They think it's Blackbeard because you convinced them it's Blackbeard. It's Akainu.
It's Akainu.
It's been Akainu since day one. He clipped Ace, bro. He's perfect. Anyway, And for you to say that Kuzan isn't important, he was on. Both of them was on that last panel on 11:52 or whatever. The thing. They both important. So check yourself. All right.
Wait, what are you talking about? Panel.
The panel that showed like the 12 people.
Oh yeah.
They both on there. Anyway, another 10 from Dan the Man. With the latest anime episode dropping and it being straight fire, have y'all watched it? And the last 10 episodes have rated higher than a 9 on IMDb. Not gonna lie, where does Kuma's backstory rank? Haven't watched like any of it, but I did plan on doing a Kuma backstory binge once it was done, and now it is done.
Yeah.
So
It is done?
yeah, they're like back.
Okay.
I'll probably do that binge at some point soon, but we've seen some episodes here and there. Just off what we're doing here. Another 2 from Josen. It says, y'all missed my 10 from the first 10 minutes. Crying. I did yours. Josen? I remember that. I remember your name being weird. My bad. Go back and look. Unless I missed another one. Another 10 from Batman Goat. It says, this Mihawk disrespect is insane regardless of the agenda. He is relative to Shanks, so whatever you think Shanks can do, Mihawk can also do. And I don't even like Mihawk, but this is insane.
That's not it.
Maybe.
We argue about Mihawk too much out here, bro.
Yeah, we seen Shanks freaking destroy parts of shit with Conqueror's Haki. We haven't seen Mihawk even let out a shred of Conqueror's Haki. I'm not gonna say he could do that with Conquerors yet.
Yeah. I do believe that they're relative in some way, but relative just means they're around the same level. It doesn't mean they're even. Another 5 from 100 Sunny's Will. It says, which flashback do you want more? Mihawk versus Shanks or Blackbeard giving Shanks a scar? Who you asking? Who you really asking, bruh? You know damn well what I want to see. And it's Blackbeard versus.
If it's Blackbeard giving him a scar, but they're like freaking kids. You still want to see it?
Yes!
Over than them fighting when they're when Shanks
Mihawk
and
and Shanks fighting to a draw don't mean nothing to me.
Okay.
I'm just being real. That don't impact nothing. What's that do? Another 5 from St. Louis. Can't stay for the live. About to board a flight. Just wanted to say Loki equals next Nakama. Y'all boys be good. Thank you. And have a safe flight. Hope you landed already or wherever you're going. Get there safe. Another 5 from Wise Life. It says, what race would you be if you were in One Piece world? Seb wouldn't be a fishman. Law wouldn't be a mink. Lionel wouldn't be a Lunarian. Larry would only be a celestial dragon. Oh man.
Shoot.
I'd like to be one of those like celestial dragons that don't look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But they all look terrible for the most part. But they was eating good for a long time, man. I'm trying to chill out.
I mean, the celestial dragons that don't fight look stupid.
Yeah. If I had to choose, I would probably say Lunarian, but I don't want to be wiped out either. So it's tough.
Apparently, in Atlanta, you wouldn't be invited to cookouts. So.
I actually understood what I was saying. They do have more Native American traits / history going on there. But whatever. Another 10 from Roberto Figueredo. It says, the reason I told you not to pick Juvia is because I wanted to make it a little bit challenging. And I'm also amazed you didn't pick Kana, the daughter of Gildarts, because she is sexy.
You know what it is? She alright, but she be drinking like too much. Like way too much. She be getting drunk all the time. So for me, it's not attractive.
Yeah.
I like a woman that could drink, but not is overly dependent on something.
All right, we really do gotta hurry it up though. Another 17 from Dragon Tuck. Love the pod. Thanks for everything y'all do. With God Valley, in my opinion, Rock seems too OP to be beaten by Garp plus Roger. I got a theory that he was betrayed by Whitebeard. What do you guys think went down? #agenda. I definitely don't think he was. I don't think that.
Yeah,
I'll say that. I don't think that. Another 2 from JT. Why would Kaido glaze Roger if he jumped rocks? I can't agree to that either, personally. Kaido don't got no problem jumping people, technically. I did. Anyway, another 20 from the corner. I love y'all, love the debates. However, I'm primarily a Spotify listener, but glad I caught alive. However, you know I couldn't forget #my Larry tags. Thank you, corner. Another 2 from St. Louis. I got Lawrence in a 2v1 against Rox and Roger. Another 5 from Wise Life. If Rox wasn't taken out, he would have became Power King instead of Roger. Would he have became Power King instead of Roger? Also, how would you rank these 4 all in their prime? Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, and Rox. I don't believe so. I have a thesis on the requirements of becoming Power King, and Rox was lacking one of them. Well, 2 of them, but we'll see. Another 11 months at Nakama status. Oh, do you guys have a rank? Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, Rocks.
Nah, we'll stick with you.
All right. Anyway, another 11 months. It's from Nakama status. It says, if Roger could cut a fleet, he would have did at Ed War. We ain't even see what happened at Ed War. For real, we just read the narration.
And also, the storm probably hit before they could even really do anything, because Chicken didn't get a chance to attack, and he got hit with the storm. Yeah. So no one was able to really do anything before, it went down.
Another 5 from Digital Cab. Who has the best hand-to-hand combat in the verse, not counting power scaling? Please, if y'all ever come to LA for a con, I got plenty of Latina homegirls for y'all. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Hand-to-hand? No weapons? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Are we? Yeah, probably Garp. Yeah, it's probably Garp.
Garp or Luffy?
I go Garp.
Because Luffy uses his feet. Garp just uses his hands.
Yeah.
So probably Luffy.
Garp or Luffy is fine. Build a crew that could rival Rox's crew in combat.
It's the Roger Pirates, bro. If you want to go, even
if they were all in their prime.
Yeah.
That means Ace, Odin, Shanks.
Bullet.
Yeah, Prime Roger Pirates goes crazy. Another 5 from JT. Shanks hit Green Bull from miles away. Why can't he use a less potent Conqueror's attack and expand range the same guy with Haki compared to Joy Boy? He could, theoretically, yeah. I'm just saying we haven't really seen that like that, in that way. Another 5 from Dimmich Jujubee. Rox really got the most OP crew just by winning at tennis and hopscotch. And y'all think Rox DBFs had a concession? Davy Back Fights had concession and merch stands like Foxy. I don't think so, but I would love it. I would love it.
Hey, yeah, it wasn't
Larry copy Rocks merch? You kidding me? Another 5 from Cappy D. Barras. I believe Dragon at age 17 pulled a Luffy and defeated Rocks after Garp and Roger tapped out at God Valley. The Devil Fruit probably got Dragon his bounty. # Larry be taxing. What?
Cap.
Another 2 months at Nakama status from Eagle. It says all this hype for Rocks, but Ussop is still trash. From Charles something. Hey Top, who survives Luffy's Bajrang gun? Could it solo Rocks? Both of them fresh, and Luffy understands his power, Haki, and who/what fruit he has. I believe Rocks could counter the Bajrang gun.
Yeah.
Larry said he needed 10 plus or whatever. Another 10 from I am Maximum Stupid. Been watching you guys for a while when your clips popped up on Instagram, and I have to say I love Larry's growth from a proper nice lad to being an expert agenda piece agent. 2 from Jocelyn. Still haven't read my first 10 from the first 10 minutes. I read it. Did I not? I might have to read that next week. My bad, bro. Another 2 from Smoothie. Rocks had a devil fruit because where are the 5 kidnapped kings? That's not proof of that. Another 2 from Mike Super. Emu let Rocks leave off GP alone. Let him know. Maybe. Another 2 from MF Beard. Have y'all seen the Fist of the North Star? Roa goated. I've seen some episodes. Another 2 from Mike Super. Law and Lur pushing says buttons brings me joy with the laughing emojis. Another 10 from COD Casualty. Kid and Law cheese that boss fight against Big Mom. I'm tired of people acting like they hadn't legit pushed her out of bounds through a hole that Law made beneath her feet all the way until magma. I agree. Another 2 from Jocelyn. What's the point of winning if you still lose your crew? Not sure what you mean there.
He's talking about the Blackbeard and Ray.
Oh, another 2 from the Outcast Gamer. What's the point of the story? What point of the story does Luffy surpass Sabo?
You've been surpassed him.
Yeah.
It was at Dressrosa.
We in it. Another 5 from Jason Serrano. Do you think the fight between Luffy and Blackbeard versus Emu break the Grand Line, freeing all the seas, creating the all blue Bajrang Gatling? Could be. Another 5 from Sleepy Cavendish. Is Luffy's accomplishing both Roger and Rox's dreams? # Latina lover Larry. # Sebi Webby. You guys heard the new Gaga featuring Law. I punched a horse and I liked it.
What?
Yes, he will. Another 5 from Lozart. Actually, not really. Luffy doesn't care about being king of the world. Another 2 from Lozart. Who's winning? Saitama, Mob, or Gear 5? No food fatigue. Saitama. Easy work.
Yeah. Saitama.
Another 2 from Girthy Poppy. Would you rather have your girl have 11 toes or 9? # slurp.
9.
Yeah, I'll go 9. Another 2 from Mozaro. No time to call, but just want to show some support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another 2 from Girthy. Rocks use sexy jutsu to bewitch his crew. Hashtag rock hard. Another 2 from Fran Baltazar. Seb, let me get a kiss. Mwah. Another 2 from
might be a
Girthy.
guy, bro.
Doesn't matter, bro. Another 2 from Girthy. I can confirm Cat got a cock. I seen pics. Hashtag Girthy Butch. Another 5. Another Nakama joining ship at Morningstar. Another 2 from Girthy. Do you build your forearms so you can wrestle horses? Law. Another 5 from Coolio, the creator. How do I call in? I have a crazy Lily and Emu theory to put out there. I also have one for the D Clan. It can't be typed. It's too much. We do calls every week if we can. You have to join the Discord. Ask a mod. Another 5 from Pointed Punk. I got a theory for y'all. Let me know if you've heard it. The One Piece is the key/piece to turning on the ancient weapons. Hence the name the One Piece. We'll see. Another 2 from Lance Schultz. Here to like the stream and yap about grilled cheese. I need a grilled cheese. Another 5 from Wade the Asian. I already know this episode was fire. I can't wait to watch later. Hashtag Yal the Goats. Hashtag Derek White. Hashtag Cool Unk. Hashtag Where the Part-Timer. Hashtag Fake Ad Glasses. Hashtag PETA looking for you, Law. Another 2 from Justified Stupidity. Larry booking a flight as we speak.
Oh my god.
Another 2 from Girthy. Larry, do you want to know what my favorite food is? 5 from Kyber Corporate. Marv is Emu and Yao are his Gorosei. Hashtag Marvaz. Hashtag Lido never
Listen, bro,
existed.
you gotta be nice to the females, bro.
Man.
Okay?
Another 10 from Craven, more M's. If Harold runs a gauntlet versus the red hair pirates, how far is he making it? Also, Larry, if you ever get a chance to smell the air of Panguich, I don't know what that is, Panguich, Utah, you will be called to God. Hashtag Spotify gang. Hashtag Larry Tax. What? And to Shanks.
Yeah.
Anybody else being Harold?
Yeah.
Another 2 from Curiel. It says, my kid is due October 20th. Oliver D. Miller. I like that.
Congrats.
Hey,
Congrats.
congrats, bro.
Another 5 from Jada Rude. I'm mad I can't call in because I be at work. I have an Aokiji Forest God theory. Okay. Another 2 from Jada Rude. Gear 6 gonna look like Eddie Murphy. Another 2 from Utman Dualaja. DBZ should be changed to DBF. Davy back fights? Dragon Ball Davy back fights would be crazy.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us for episode 214. We had a terrific time with you. Next week is a chapter, so stay tuned for us. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. To everybody that's super chatted throughout the entire episode, I just want to say thank you. You guys, you know that you don't have to do that. To all the gifters as well, thank you so much. To everybody that's on Apple and Spotify as well, thank you so much for listening and getting this far. We will be back here at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so be here bright and early. And we're gonna have a really good time. So I'm really excited for this next chapter to see what happens. But other than that, my name is Larry.
Law.
Seb!
And Lionel. Jana.